This video may contain copyrighted material, the use of which may not have been specifically authorized by the copyright owner. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And that is still as true as it was last week. Welcome to the pre-show. I am Richbartone, and let's start with our first hello. And it goes to Negasonic Middle-Aged Dickhead because 99.7% of the time, he's the very first one here, and I really appreciate that. Meanwhile, he arrives with some news. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know it, he pawned the Bat Pod for $35. My response to which was, of course, LOL. I mean, how else could I respond? So let's get on with this whole pre-show thing right here on Negative 43 TV, 16 minutes after the hour. And before I go on, where I am in Ohio, we are expecting to have some weather. I mean, some weather. So if all of a sudden this goes away, there's a very, very high likelihood that the power went out. It doesn't happen often out here, but it does happen. Enough of that. Let's get into the yucks here.
And what up? Man, I just think it's hilarious, bro. Like, I really do. I think it's funny as it gets. You understand? Straight up. So, like I said, these folks are still on what they on. I continue to succeed. The bungees are not working right. I need new ones. Told y'all that. They're very cheap, man. They're like a couple of bucks. Most of the stuff I need is like a couple of bucks. You know what I mean? I need new jeans. I need new shoes. I mean, I'm doing with very little with what I have for right now. Like I said, my business is
blank. My business is blank. That's the one you gotta fill in, everybody. Okay, that's enough time. Let's start with Richbartone. Tyree Sneed says, my business is
non-existent.
See what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I have full power and control without trying, man, always. God love me. I just think it's absolutely hilarious. I'm a public figure. I speak publicly. I have a voice. I made a living doing this for 3 years, man. I would say that I'm doing everything right? I had that same dude today, right? Talking about, I don't even know, bro. Like, his statements don't even come slightly close to acknowledging reality.
I did not see that, Nega. I'd read it for the listeners, but there's only two of us here right now, so there's really kind of no point in it right yet. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it would put the lie to his whole 6263 thing for absolutely certain. Again, he's about 5'6" when you consider that his spine is shaped like a, well, a question mark. Heredity can be a bitch, and in his case, it's a bitch in every possible way. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Blue. You know it's going to be an extra special show because Blue's here early.
Everything doesn't deserve a response. What I'm going to do is start over real quick, and we're going to take this from the top so I can continue to do this right.
Yeah, I know, Blue. He doesn't at all sound like anything that I would consider to be a gangsta. That's right.
But yeah, these people are still trying to flag my channel and stop my livelihood for some odd reason, and my channel's still standing. All I got was a warning. Why would you do that unless you're trying to stop me from eating? If that's how you feel and you don't like seeing me eating and doing well, I just think that's kind of pussy, because it is pussy, right? Because I'm right here, and like I said, these people clearly have a fucking issue, right? And they clearly feel some way, and I have all the illegal statements documented and everything. right? These folks are corrupt. They don't do shit, and they work with them. And I've been targeted every day, right? And YouTube ain't in control. Y'all ain't in control. I do what I want to do. They all watching, looking for an excuse, looking for me to make a mistake. I'm not in any position like that. I'm not in a trap. I'm good. You know what I mean? All these folks clearly feel some way, but they stay talking behind my back. They see exactly what I'm saying right now, and they convenient, right? Because they're all pussy. So that's all I have to say. You're pussy. You understand? Yeah, quit playing with my business and go get a job. You feel me? I don't even have a warning, and I'm not going to. I have a warning. Sorry, I'm not going to have any strikes on my channel. Nothing. My shit going to be good. All right? So you go get yourself a job application and quit hating on me. We're not accepting no hate. I told you what it is. What do you mean? We stood on business. Fuck all these people, bro. With no job and no fucking real career, you don't even make a living wage. Just like I told all y'all to your face, you a pussy. Now do something about it, because you ain't gonna do shit. You a pussy. Every single one of them is a pussy. You're not in control. You're a pussy. I run Texas. This is mine. You're a pussy. I paid cash for what I got. You're a pussy. Do something about it, pussy. Right? Pussy. That's what you are. Fucking pussy hating on my business because you can't get no money. Pussy. Faggot. You're a pussy. Yeah, I'll tell any of you pussy ass bitches to your face. How about that? How about quit hiding and running? Pussy. Faggot. Yeah, you're pussy, bitch. Do something. Pussy.
You're filled with sadness. You're filled with gladness, 'cause it's Saturday madness. 'Cause it's Saturday madness. You're filled with gladness. How you doing? How you doing? 'Cause it's Saturday madness. I'm a child of God and now doing my fitness. And now everybody's niggas jealous 'cause it's Saturday madness.
You bet it's Saturday Madness. Hello again, Sneedville. I'm Rich Baritone, and like I just said, this is negative 43 TV Saturday Madness for Saturday, July 18th, 2026. Well, he's just become quite the nomad here, hasn't he? He most certainly has. He is actually on the move for the first time, really, since the whole Wisconsin saga, the Minneapolis saga. He's moved more now this year, the last few months, I should say, than he has in a very, very long time. It appears that perhaps Mom paid his phone bill and paid for his bus ticket to Austin, which is where he is, simply to get rid of him. There are two words that you can find in the description that Aminda needs to really listen to. Restraining order. Get a restraining order. By gosh, by golly, do it now, won't you please? You know, I'm noticing that there's a little something missing here. I think I know what it is, and I'll bet you longtime listeners out there know exactly what it is. Ah, yes, I feel alive now. So very much better. Let's say hello to Joe Packer. He's here right now, and Blue has one for the listeners. Something Joey will probably never get again. Pussy! Ah, yes, indeed. That is true. So what exactly are we going to get into on this Saturday? Well, we're going to look at his most recent live stream. It's called Batman is the Architect of Reality. And as usual, I need everybody here to be an associate producer here on Negative 43 TV. So if he should go live, we don't miss any Tyree Sneed goodness? It's not the right word, but it's what I'm going to go with here on this Saturday. So let's get ready to just, by golly, do this thing up. Do this thing up. We used to say that when there was a pile of cocaine sitting between 3 or 4 people, but it means something totally different to me anymore. Let's go ahead and bring it up on the screen. And there it is. I wouldn't lie to you. This is Batman is the architect of reality, getting ready to hit the famous candy-colored button, hovering right over it right now, and let's go!
I am exhausted.
Good.
I am so tired. It is unbelievable. Anyway, you saw it was a great night, though.
The video he is referring to where everybody saw it was a great night was Batman is in Austin, Texas. I'd love to show it to you, but there's no audio. There's no audio whatsoever, although apparently some guy interviewed him more likely than not, of course, for his own YouTube channel, because let's admit it, who doesn't have a YouTube channel anymore? It's just ubiquitous. Is that the word I'm looking for? There's a $5 word I don't get to use every
It was
day.
an absolutely amazing night. That's what I'm saying, man. These folks don't get, like, this is what you got to do, man. Like, when you really achieving another level of success, I've noticed one thing, a lot of these folks in their feelings, that's for one, like, everybody was with it tonight except for, like, one dude.
We'll find out more about the one dude in just a minute here on the show. Meanwhile, I do have a read it for the listeners very early from Nega. This will happen on a regular basis, I'm sure, because it usually does. He actually said on his stream this morning, too, that some lady gave him a blanket and some food because he was cold.
One dude was just mad as hell. And then it was crazy because the group is asking me,
wrapped in swaddling blankets lying in a gutter,
for like photos and videos, like no. After he, has an attitude and talks the way he speaks, no. Like, I'm a professional, bro. Like, there's nothing to convince anyone of. You can't deny reality. So, I mean, what do you mean? It's like that was the thing. I was talking about it. I was like, man, I make everybody a believer.
If it's the one I think you're talking about, it's what we're getting ready to look at next. Just wanted to make sure I was caught up before I went backwards. Yeah, chronological order doesn't really matter here in Sneedville. It's all the same.
Homeboy was just mad as hell.
But we're going to get to that.
Yeah, I'm not a believer. Well, you're not a believer because, I mean, number one, that's your own problem. But number two, you're not a believer because you haven't even looked at who I am and what I do. Like,
we have looked at it, and that's why we all hate your guts. We hate your bone marrow. We hate everything about you. We hate the carbon dioxide that you produce. That's pretty freaking low. Got to read it for the listeners. And a welcome to Kelchu Bordner right here on the old show. And he says Sheriff was suggesting maybe his mom gave him some money and told him to go away. That is right now. That's what I'm operating on because he's almost never wrong. Sheriff Godsent is as on top of this as anybody I've ever seen. So if he said it happened, the likelihood of it happening is really, really, really high. I'll go ahead with the rest of it here. And he's paid his phone bill, etc. Kind of disappointing. If under normal circumstances, I'd be downright pissed. Like, who's the motherfucker that gave this man money? Blah, 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 blah. In this instance, if it was his mother, and apparently it seems that it was, again, I'm going on the opinion of Sheriff Godsent, that's different. She did it to get rid of him. No other reason to do it. I imagine he's not just been pestering her, he's probably been threatening her more than a little bit because Joey's that way with people like his mom. It's just something that he does, and she probably paid for the bus ticket to rid herself of this guy. It's a phrase, it's a two-word phrase that we're going to be using rather a lot during the show. Aminda, I know you're not watching, but restraining order. It's not the first nor the last time I'm going to say that this evening.
I'm the real thing, brother. So it is what it is, Did a couple of interviews today on camera. Like, that's the thing. Like, this stuff is readily available for me out here.
And that is the interview that I was talking about that it appeared that he was giving during the muted stream.
It ain't no problem for promotion and marketing. That element is completely out here. But
oh, wait, there's one more thing missing. One more thing happening. One more thing missing. Look at the bottom of your screen. Yes, indeed, there is no Chiron there, but hello there from Negative 43 TV, and gather all of your stuff together, whether you smoke, whether you drink, whether you just like to have a snack. Get ready for some smoke 'em if you got them here, probably within the next 5 minutes. And it is the bottom of the hour wherever you are in the world, unless, of course, you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 5 minutes until the top of the hour. Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. I am, of course, Rich Barrettone.
what I'm saying, when you achieve another level of success, like real tangible success, and like I said, I mean, every dime I gets put into building the Batman project and doing this. And that's the thing. I work so hard, but it's okay. You know, not everybody's going to be your friend. Not everybody's going to be a fan, and not everybody's going to be happy for you. And that's fine. I just expect folks to make sense.
We make sense. You're the one not making sense. No troll. We are the ones making sense, and you are off in your own little fantasy world. In our own twisted little way, you stupid fuck. We're trying to help you. We represent reality. We are telling you what reality is because everybody here is at least relatively sane. Unlike you, you're just, man, geez, man, your brain just gets smoother and smoother every day. It really does. Your intellect just dissolves a little bit more every day. Let's talk about the weather for just a second. Blue says, what is cold in Texas in summer? 75? Yeah, that would be a little cooler down there to almost freakish degree this time of year. Although later this week where I live, or later next week where I live, highs in the mid 70s. With any luck at all, guess who's going to be on the golf course?
You know, and, you know, be respectful. That's about it. Another interview I did, one of the dudes was talking that crazy stuff again. You know, he's out here begging for dollars, and
just like you. I got to read this for the listeners. It's on the screen if you're watching. Kelchu Border says, just had my painkillers and got some sparkling blackcurrant. Loves his sparkling blackcurrant. And apparently he's going to have a little bit of a buzz, unless, of course, he's been taking the painkillers so long that they merely, you know, just make it stop hurting. Like with me, Vicodin, for example. I used to enjoy a couple of Vicodin every now and again, that nice little floaty, slightly disconnected feeling. It was wonderful every great now and again. About a year ago, I got a couple of Vicodin. I'm thinking, okay, wonderful. I'm going to sit down in front of the computer. I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to smoke a little bit. I'm just going to have a great time. The only thing that happened is my hips didn't hurt anymore, which is, you know, at the actual point of the entire thing. I guess what I'm saying is, without taking genuinely abusive amounts, Vicodin and things of that sort are just useless to me recreationally. There's just too much it can work on in my body related to pain.
You know, just the crazy stuff. And literally he sits there and he's literally talking about Lucifer, like no joke, right in front of me on the interview. And he says he hears me talk. Yes, I hear you talking. And I told him, like,
I will do that, Joe Pack. I will speak only for myself. And yeah, I was kind of surprised that you said that. You seem to be well, not a straight edge guy, because straight edge people are fucking assholes, but, you know, clean living sort.
See, I handle things right. I told him, like, you know, again, mind you, this is a dude that's out here begging for dollars. You know what I'm saying? And he's just, you know, not all the way there.
I don't know.
And I told him, like, I mean, hey, if you're going to get on the interview, if you want to talk positivity, we could do it. And it's crazy because all I got to do is speak and talk.
Please welcome to the show, baby gangsta dick, world's most diabolical career right here on Saturday Madness. And he says, hey, y'all, my birthday was last Saturday. Sorry we missed it, but hey, we'll make this a pseudo birthday party for you. Maybe kick this entire thing up a notch. I'd like that.
And my voice is so powerful. My words, my energy is so powerful that like they kind of like back off and back up and give me my space without me even asking. And like any professional and normal person who I appreciate my freedom and I love my freedom, you know, and that's the thing. Like I would never let anyone get me upset at this point in the game. I've come too far.
You get upset every single time you're on YouTube. Please welcome Orza, who says, happy birthday, everyone. And by golly, I think that's a wonderful idea. Everybody, for one day, I mean, this is Sneedville. Reality and Sneedville don't really have an intersection. It's your birthday. It's my birthday. It's everybody's birthday. That's a wonderful idea, Orza. And on those lines, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have everything in order and ready to rock and roll, because yes, indeed, look at the bottom of your screen. It is Smoke 'em if you got 'em right here on negative 30. I was looking at the time, negative 43 TV, 36 minutes after the hour, unless, of course, you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 1 minute after the top of the hour. Let's continue, shall we?
That's what people don't get. Like, yeah, I'm the enforcer of divine law and the real thing. That doesn't mean you walk around emotional, making mistakes. You know how many folks are going to bait you and try to get you upset and try to get you to slip up? See, that's the thing. When this is public, and especially when folks know my legal name and know of me, come on, man. These folks are all out for what? These folks ain't on my side, a lot of them. You know what I mean? But there is a lot of supporters. They show me a lot of love again tonight. That stuff is crazy, man. Like, I'm just so tired, man. I don't feel good. I'm out of it. It is what it is, man. Things are just so hard right now. But, you know, my point is, when I'm talking about the success and getting to another level, this is what it takes. You got to kind of switch up on them and switch up your game and how you move. You know, and this is what they didn't expect.
No, you don't switch up your game and how you move. From what I understand, the key to success, one of them is consistency, which you have no relation to, but do go on.
Like, this ain't got nothing to do with nobody and nothing. It has to do with the right timing, but it also has to do with this was just the timing of how things happen. I had to put everything together real quick. Like I said, like, it is what it is. Like, I got options though. Like, once I get settled and get things figured out just a little bit, I got some options. I can kind of try to figure out, you know, go to the drawing board and figure out what my next move is, what I want to do. Right now, I don't feel good at all, man.
That's good. We all enjoy that. And I don't feel bad saying that. I don't feel like I've compromised my humanity one bit by saying that. Little something for the listeners from Joe Peck. We should talk him into changing his name to something really wild. It'd be quite easy. I'll bet you could talk him easily into changing his name to Bruce Wayne, unless, of course, he's worried about it complicating his inheritance that he's never going to get.
I'm gonna keep it real. I wish things weren't so hard for me. You got all these people, man. They all got, you know, places to stay. They all got what they need.
I like Baby Gangsta Dick's idea for a new name for Tyree Sneed. Listeners, you'll enjoy this. Ty Sneedville, something else.
More than enough. I mean, nobody invites me. Nobody says, hey, yo, I'll help you out. Hey, here, you need this. Hey, I got a couch. Just nothing. It's always been the same. Nothing. Meanwhile, I got to, you know, do everything I'm doing. I got so much on my back and so many different, I mean, things coming at me from every direction. And just folks just have no compassion for it. Like, you know, it's just crazy to me. But it is what it is. Like, my life is so hard for no reason.
It's all your fault. If you make no effort, no matter who you are, if you make no effort toward anything, your life's going to suck. Your life is absolutely going to suck if you just lay there, do nothing, and want to be attended to like a babe in arms. That's kind of what you're all about. Meanwhile, let's read this one from Blue for the listeners. Joey is going to be 40 in 5 years on the 21st because he's aging backwards. Yeah, that's right. He'll be 37 on the 21st. And we will be here on negative 43 TV, but I won't be showing car crash videos. The last time I did that was like 3 years ago, and I got an actual strike, a copyright strike, apparently. I think it was because I tried to edit their stuff, but I also had it pointed out to me the obvious poor taste of such things, so we'll do something else.
It's no reason. I just don't have anybody who supports me, you know, so I really hope that changes, man. If anything, I think that's what I'm looking for. It's not why I do this, but I think I'm looking for it. I don't know about, maybe through this. I'm looking for something, man. I know I'm looking for love. I'm looking for what I need, man. I need the right people around me. I knew that this entire time, that I got to have a support system, bro. How long is this going to take, man? I've literally sat here for like an hour, bro. This is ridiculous.
Speaking of support systems, it appears that maybe he tried to apply for benefits last week. He, of course, does not have his Social Security card because the man that took his wallet from him to his face still has it. I imagine he still got it. He's never going to go back. Hey, Joey, go get your fucking wallet, you posied little bitch. And Kelchu says, for you listeners, so a guy who is a self-proclaimed success story, yet he still threatens his mom for money, etc. You can bet there were some threats involved. Wonder if he realizes what a failure he really is. He realizes that he's actually broke, so yeah, to that degree, yeah, he does.
What is this, man? Like, seriously? But, you know, like I said, such is life, man, you know. It is what it is. But yeah, that one dude, he was in his feelings. I don't know what he talking about. I mean, I guess I get it. You know, some folks, like I said, they just mad at the world for no reason.
Such as yourself. I'm going to read this one from Blue for the listeners because I'm not entirely sure I'm capable of doing it. So that could be fun in itself. Blue says, Wookin' Panub and all the Wong Paces. I'll be damned I did it. And please welcome, indeed, an old friend of Negative 43 TV. It's Dutchy. Say hi, each and every one of you. Hi, Dutchy.
You know, and I guess maybe they see the suit and they doubt it, or they think, oh, this is that, and feel some way. I don't care about that. That's the thing. Like, the love outweighs the fear, the negativity. The positivity has outweighed the negativity by so much it's unreal. And the negativity is all folks projecting. It's their own negativity. It's their own projections. It has nothing to do with me or my life or my character or nothing. You know, other than that, my only next move, what I would like to do is try to get mobile and get something, like I said, that I can ride. That's like the main thing right now.
He pawned his bike for $35, everybody. I imagine it was before he left his town, Brownsville. I'll read this for the listeners from Kelchu. I would love to be there even just once to protect his mom and test his 52 blocks BS. Yes, indeed. Anytime he is physically around his mom, she's in danger.
Give me a second.
No, I don't want to give you a second. And his pauses have been out of control. As I said, the Batman is in Austin, Texas video was a complete mute, a total mute. He's been muting for 20 minutes at a time during lives, including the one that we're going to review. I think I remember which one.
Like I said, I don't even know what to tell you. You know, I really don't, but it is what it is. I mean, I figure I can kind of lay low out here, you know?
I'm not sure I could show it, though, you know?
But, yeah, I need something mobile.
God love you for the thought, Kelchu.
That I can move on, right?
I love it.
We can't have that. You know what I mean? Let's even the playing field a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I said, I had a bike. You know, I pawned that bike. You know what I mean? I got me like a little, like $35 for it.
Right there it is, ladies and gentlemen. He pawned his bike for $35, and I didn't see the bike, but I'm shocked he got that much. But good for the bike. Perhaps the bike will now be owned by somebody that will actually appreciate it and maybe, you know, keep good maintenance after it and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully they won't be completely out of their fucking mind.
You know, if I went back down there, I could pull it out when I want, but I don't know. I just know that there needs to be a major change made.
And the greatest part, Kelchu, is you could absolutely do it. And we know what bike it was. It was the black Beach Cruiser. Beach Cruisers are of source. Man, listen to me, are of course really badass.
And
might be the smoke taking effect. I don't know.
That's what this is an attempt at doing for me. So hopefully I can, perform the next magic trick and make it happen. But I'm just exhausted, man. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I have no idea. It's hard. It's not just hard, it's impossible. But hey, when hasn't it been? But hopefully I'll be all right, man.
Well, it's not absolutely impossible, apparently, because if it was, you wouldn't be here. So, I mean, it's virtually impossible, but
say that's the only thing. Nobody's looking out for me.
Right.
I just basically have to perform for folks, man. I'm in front of everybody, mingling, talking to everybody, having a, yell and, say, I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman, my voice. And then I got all this stuff going on, being sick or allergies or whatever, or both. It's just, I'm just worn down, man. On another level, and that's the thing. Nobody ever asked me, hey, you need some rest. Folks never look out. I just don't understand that. You gotta understand what's going on here, bro. You know what I mean? It's so clear what's going on, and they want me to explain it. No, this is a business. This is a professional platform. So, like I said, I don't know what to tell you, but
it's a YouTube channel like everybody else's. It's not a professional platform. It's just a YouTube channel like every fucking buddy else has, just like I do. Come now, YouTube channels are extremely common. Very, very, very common. You're not special. Oh, God knows you're not special. Here's a couple for the listeners. First from Joe Pack. He can't ride a bike properly. He just likes sniffing the seed. Mull that one over for just a moment, if you will. Now I got one from Blue. He says, if I ever met Joey, he would need 52 blocks to match the number of fists flying toward his face. I had my chance, kids. He was in Akron, but my only chance was on Father's Day, and it was a 280-mile round trip, which I was preparing to do, but then Mrs. Baritone brought some sense into the whole situation, as she tends to do when she just simply asked me, Rich, do you really want to waste your Father's Day on this guy? I thought about it, and ultimately it was no. But I still have this empty spot inside my soul. Oh, God. He was mentioning coming to Columbus, Ohio. That's my hometown. I know that really well. I know it really well. Hiding would be a very tough thing for you to do.
I got to just give it to God and do the best I can. And that's all I've done is keep my faith and try to keep moving forward. These streets are real, even out here. It is what it is. I was talking to the one dude when I got over here about Los Angeles. I understand what I do, man. I understand, like folks really vastly underestimate me. They don't understand, how capable I am. Bro, I'm on another level. When we got done tonight, I still spent about another hour or more patrolling and doing what I do. That's what folks don't get. I take this very seriously. I really do this, so that's my thing.
He was patrolling. I bet another motivator for him getting out of Brownsville is the sudden attention of police. I think the cops may have talked to him one or two times after the lady cop got into his ass, which will always be a great thing. Joe Pack says for the listeners, get him on a plane to Glasgow or Belfast. I'll take care of the rest. But you may have to struggle to get to him first in either one of those cities.
When folks want to talk, like I said, what is talking? If what I'm doing has someone upset, then you care. You're a fan anyway. You just don't want to admit it, because if you didn't care or you weren't a believer, you wouldn't be so upset at it. What it is you upset because somebody's getting attention and you ain't, and I'm a grown man and I never asked for it. The attention just keeps coming to me, like I said, so you're going to have folks mad at the shine, let me tell you that. Like, I'm getting famous as hell, bro. It's working. Like, again, I already knew too. I met this dude out here as soon as I got out here on the other bus, whatever, like the city bus. I got off. I met this dude. I started talking to him, right? And he was cool.
They would, Joe.
And I told him what I do and stuff. And I told him, watch, when you're walking with me, folks are going to start randomly, you know, like yelling out like Batman, stuff like that. And sure enough, you know, as soon as I started walking around in the bat suit, folks were, I mean, they lose their minds out here, bro. Like, they go crazy over me. Like, I'm not joking. Like, people be yelling and screaming, and it's like without fail. Like, it's a sure thing, you know, and I don't even think it would get old. I think I could do it, especially on the weekends. You know, like, I could do it every weekend. Might be able to do it every day, you know, but the thing is, like, I work, I do the real thing. I do live streams. I do the content on here.
This is not work. YouTube is not work, at least the way you're doing it. And frankly, the way I'm doing it, because I don't want it to be work. You want it to be work desperately want it to be work, but yet it isn't work. You hardly ever get any super chats whatsoever. What little bit of money, that little bleed, that little trickle of money that you get is from AdSense ads. That's about it. No direct support, because nobody directly supports you, because nobody supports you in any way, shape, or form. Except, of course, the occasional sucker that you get to pay for things and or arrange trips with church cults that you never hear from Craig Grove again. Just saying, 51 minutes after the hour.
The videos, the shorts, right? And then that's my other hustle, is I just go out there in the party areas and, you know, like, I didn't even ask for no money tonight, but like, I need to start, because it's got to be a hustle. I got to make a living, you know? So I didn't make no money tonight off of it at all. Folks were kind of acting like cheap, like, honestly, and like, I never asked really. I just do everything for free because I'm trying to be nice, but that has to change too.
You just do everything for free because you're batshit insane. Please say hello to Snow White. She's here on this Saturday afternoon, right here on the old show. Did anyone get the body cam for Joey with the police? Not that I am aware of. We have people here in Sneedville that know precisely how to go about that, though. I'm not really one of them. I've never been what I would call a hands-on troll. I'm pretty much a roast comedian. That's my function here in Sneedville. It's my function in trolling as Lord. I'm a roast comedian.
So I'll be definitely asking like folks to.
And hello to you too, Snow. Very nice to see you here.
You know, do their part a little if they can. You know, something. So I think it'll work. I'm the king of finessing, man. Don't forget.
Oh, no offense at all. I totally understand that this is we're a grain of sand on the beach of YouTube, and I kind of like it that way. I like to bring this up every now and again. Do you know? You right? Yeah, you sitting in that chair. Do you know how fortunate you were to have somehow, some way, stumbled across this? It's something of a miracle, really.
But like I said, I'm all right, man. You know, like I'm doing decent. Got me a little chunk of change. Like,
oh, what happened with the police was Joey was walking in the road because apparently there's a portion of frontage road that doesn't really have a sidewalk per se, and everything's really, grown up. So he didn't want to walk through all that. So he was walking in traffic. He was at least walking down the side of the road. I have heard it said that he was actually walking down the center of the road, and cops pulled him over, one of which was a female cop that just kind of let him have it, said things to like that, all you do is walk around, and why don't you just cosplay? I'm certain there are a couple things that I'm not missing, but yes, there was definitely a run-in, and I suspect after that he may have been in touch with the police one or two times.
I'm all right, man. I'm definitely not in the position I was last time I was out here. I don't think it's like that at all. I think I'm honestly, I'm pretty far beyond that. I don't even think I realize the capacity of how far I've come. So just to have this chance to do this is a very big blessing from God, and I'm very grateful and very appreciative. And I know I earned it. And the readings say that things are never going to be the same. It says my good karma is coming to me all at once. I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, I still kind of need more money, need more resources. I just need help, man. I can't keep doing this by myself, man.
Then you aren't anything that you claim to be. We all know that. That's a big part of where the comedy comes from.
You know what I mean? I can't, and that's what it was about. Is I was hoping that I could get the people behind me enough that they would actually reach out and help. You know, because I need help. You know, people have these e-scooters, e-bikes. All it takes is money. Get me a job out here or anywhere I go. Like, that's the thing. I can pick anywhere I want. I told you all I wanted to maybe spend my winter in Arizona, right? Mm-hmm. I can't even walk, bro. I'm stumbling. That's how tired I am. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not cool at all.
Wow, Joey stumbling down the street. Stumbling, fumbling, bumbling.
But like I said, I don't even know what to tell you, bro. Like, it is what it is. I can't even think. I'm so exhausted. It's just sad, man. But, you know, that's my thing. If I get a job out here, if I could get some money rolling, that's just not an easy thing to do, especially in my position.
He'd been offered 4 jobs before he left for Austin, and he turned every one of them down. Please welcome Brother R-Dash to this edition of Saturday Madness. And as always, he arrives with a zinger. He sounds like a dejected beaver cleaver. Did you enjoy that, listeners? I certainly did. It's like, gee, Wally, why am I schizophrenic?
But if I did.
Well, you know, Beaver, I think it's Mom's fault.
I mean, bro, all it takes is some money. I make some money on top of what I'm sitting on. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to be as frugal as can be, obviously. And like I said, we'll see what happens with that. Folks don't get, I got a lot moving. Like I said, I've been making moves while folks been sleeping on.
The only thing that's moving with you is, of course, your bowels. Sorry for the low-hanging fruit and everything. And they're moving slower than ever because when you're eating 3 times a week, well, I don't need to explain it from there.
So you have no idea. Like, I just am tired, man. You know, I'm exhausted. I get some rest, feel a little better somehow. I'll make it, man. I'm going to make it happen. So, I don't know. Anything of value takes sacrifice. I was talking to this girl too, this lady. She was super cool, super nice. She gave me some food. She was like trying to give me something to like cover up with because it was cold in there. So this is what it is. But shout out to her. Thank you.
There it is. It's a blanket, everybody. And Kelchu does say for the listeners making moves, he's starving.
All right, yeah. I'll talk to you in a minute, man. Give me a minute.
And we are still waiting for his great return as of this point in time. So, of course, ladies and gentlemen, what was that? It was Batman as the architect of reality right here on What Else? Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. I am Rich Baritone. I most certainly am. And let's see if we can find the big one here. I believe I know what it's called. Streamed one day ago. I believe it was Batman is expanding his business. Is this the one? I think. Yes, he is definite. Yep, this is the one indeed. So this is the feature presentation right here on Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. It's going to be Batman is expanding his business. It's an hour and 33 minutes long, and I've been pretty chatty so far, so this could take just a little while. I hope nobody's in a rush here because Lord knows I'm not. And before we click on that, one more for the listeners from Kelchu. It's confirmed straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Yeah, some lady gave him a blanket. That's the most pathetic part of the entire thing. It's the part I enjoy the most, for certain. So let me go ahead and double click on this magic. Magic is not the right word. I'll go ahead and click on this thing here anyway.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, indeed. Settle in. It's Batman is expanding his business here on Saturday Madness, 59 minutes after the hour.
Made it past the dogs and everything. Today was real. Or tonight. It's early as hell. Most of you aren't awake. You're still asleep. It's all good. When you wake up, you'll be logging online and probably not in a good mood, right? You're gonna realize, man, he really the real deal. He really just bounced back completely.
No, when I woke up this morning, I realized, wow, maybe I need to get my protein shake in there and head down to the gym. And I made up my bed. I have a bed. You remember what a bed is? No. It's not a park bench. You've forgotten, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm the comeback kid. I be bouncing back every single time. These folks have no idea. You understand? I'm getting money. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You're starving. You said so yourself. You said, I need help. I'm getting money. Those $10 blowjobs aren't going to get you much further than maybe a Taco Bell visit or something. I mean, I don't know what you need to do to up your income relative of that, because I've never been reduced to sucking dick behind dumpsters at Arby's simply to get by.
You understand? I don't know what y'all doing. And like I said, it ain't even this. This is going to be extra sprinkle.
I've been waiting to read this one for the listeners from Brother R. An immortal trillionaire, he says. An immortal trillionaire vampire at the brink of mental and physical breakdown.
Well, I just paid the phone plan, right? That's $55.
Exposure.
I got a Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo. So all these folks can holler at me. All these folks were supposed to have been supporting me. And
He's the comeback king. He makes Corey Feldman seem level-headed and rational.
I'm going through a lot, man. I'm going through a lot, and my deal is everything is gravy, man. When it comes to all this other stuff, I just don't have time. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm a positive, real person. I've changed the game. I make the rules, and it is what it is. This is my game we playing now. You understand? I want to see what folks had to say now, because I'm the real legend, right? And everybody know what it is. Like I said, made it past the dogs tonight. You understand? I've been moving since 1, 2 in the morning. Okay? Slept, I'm hoping a couple hours, maybe 5 hours, right? I pay attention.
You pay attention. No, you don't. The word oblivious comes to mind. I got a zinger for the listeners from Negasonic. Batmaning equals living like a flood victim survivor. People feed you, give you warm clothes, even though they're the old clothes they don't want anymore. In one hand, it's actual kindness. On the other hand, the one we're speaking of relative to Tyree Sneed, it's pity.
I see what's up. I see what's going on. You understand? I pay attention. And like I said, it ain't about nothing, homie. You understand? What you got to understand, bro, is it is what it is. There's different environments, man. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I might even start some new channels and different means of talking where I can talk more freely and talk like myself. And that way I can explain to you who's who in this game and what's what, what.
You'll never, ever, ever be able to do that, ladies and gentlemen. Brother R- is on fire. It's going to be a really great evening for the listeners. Check this one out. He says paying his phone is the equivalent of rescuing orphans from a burning building.
These folks got to understand. You got some folks, most of them, they really just stuck in their own loop, homie. You understand? They talking to themselves. I know these folks in amazement right now. They for real? He not playing. He really just did this. I really just did this, homie. I got a long way to go. Don't get me wrong. But I just came up quite a bit real quick. Literally what I asked for, God gave me. Okay? And I'm trying to tell you, this is why they so mad. This is why they go out their way to block my blessings, because they know it's real, because they know God is real.
Your blessings aren't blocked at all. Your blessings simply aren't coming. miraculous thinking is not going to get anything done for you. Nothing is going to get anything done for you short of turning yourself in at the Austin State Hospital, which is a city you happen to be in right this very minute. Oh, it would be so convenient, but you won't do it because, of course, it's the right thing to do. Please welcome Mr. Smith. I am so sorry to hear that you went to your birth mother's funeral. I hate to hear that, man, but hopefully this is going to help you feel a little bit better. Please welcome Mr. Smith, everybody.
You understand? They all know God is real, and they ain't in a good mood about it. They all know that I'm the son of God. So that's the thing, like me, all know about activity, man. We watched it happen too many times to ignore. I'm going to say something real quick.
Here's another good simile from Blue. Joey's musical ability makes Corey Feldman look like Quincy Jones.
Again, the answers that were given publicly about the issues that I have been discussing, whether it be in reality, or online, were insufficient answers. Just because somebody makes a statement means nothing. Okay, what it does is it will basically prove corruption.
Yep, I saw this in the gym. When somebody makes a statement, it basically just proves corruption. Holy fuck, talk about making it up as you go along, huh? It's absolutely stunning. So anyway, Kelchu says, for the listeners, so I paid both parts of my phone bill yesterday and last week and bought out my own old, the drugs are working now, my old phone contract for $68 all in. Is that me flexing too much, Rich? I don't know. I can barely stand the glare.
Like, I'm a good dude. I want to get along with everybody. I want to support everyone. I want to see everyone win. Truly. It's not me that's on any nonsense. It's everybody else.
Oh, okay, Mr. Smith. Yeah, I understand now.
And the thing is, I am completely upright and I just cannot be corrupted. So you have a lot of...
What's your favorite, and I'm kind of being sarcastic about that, what's your favorite Tyree Sneed tune? Without a doubt, hands down, for me, it's You Love My Weenie. It's just so fucked up.
Folks that, have already been that, so they're not in a good mood about me or when I come around or what I do. You understand? Like, I'm a real street. So it's not a game. This is why you had Groovy Jimmy and the fake homie talking about the superheroes get the women. See, you can't ever get your priorities straight. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been there. Trust me. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it, But I'm just saying, you can't just...
What about the point about superheroes getting women, not getting women? I'm so fucking lost at this point. That's kind of a spaced out screenshot. If anybody wants it, please welcome the king, the absolute king of the catchphrase. It's Ledgeview here on Saturday Madness. And he arrives with one for the listeners. The dude talks a bunch of shit. The dude takes a bunch of stuff to the pawn shop and then fronts like he's a genius for it.
Wake up and decide you a superhero. This is a real thing. That's the thing, is they never want to embrace. They know it in their heart. They know it. They see what it is, but they don't want to embrace. This is my real walk. This is my real life. This isn't some kind of game. It's not a fad. I almost didn't really care about the phone not being on.
Oh, dear.
It kind of brought me back to me. And I've been playing little games on my phone, man. And I'm going to be honest, somebody had showed me that, and that it was actually in that church group. And they showed me how to play these games. And that's all I've been doing. I've just been playing games and, downloading like a video or whatever so I could watch.
Or is it votes for, because I'm an N-word? We've almost all heard it. The massive over-reverbing, the just trash can sound. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we got a vote there.
Like old stuff I like to watch. But
as much as I hate to admit it, he is an outsider artist. Yeah.
I've realized, that nothing in this outside world really is going to, fulfill or satisfy me. God does. And it's sad because, you can get some fulfillment, but it requires love.
Oh, you don't have to apologize for loving Viva Las Vegas. And if you haven't seen it, why haven't you? Thank you again, Cultio. I'm so happy you enjoy it so much.
And like I said, these women, so-called women, they're so lost and just don't understand what a man is or what's going on or the fact they should be pursuing a man.
You mean like can't get away from you? Like that one?
So that's why, and they're always the first ones to say that. Nothing fulfills. And I like this statement.
Louis would go to Vegas and blow every last time completely out of his ass.
Going through it bad with allergies and stuff. Horrible. Okay. That's another thing too. So like I said, I'm trying to figure everything out. You know what I mean? Like real talk, like I said, expanding my business, like for real, trying to move around. Like we're going to figure it out one way or another. We're going to see what the next move is. And also what I'm thinking on here is I'll just go ahead and build my 2 sources of income.
That one right there, blue as fire and ice.
And just on them. You know what I mean? Because they can't even go live like this. Most of these folks just don't even come outside. Not real folks. Like these are not real people. None of these folks are tough. That's why it's crazy to me the things that are being said. And understand everything that y'all are saying when it comes to these underground illegal organizations, there's a paper trail being created. I'm documenting everything. There's an actual paper trail.
A paper trail? This is 2026, Now that's a pretty good screenshot right there, everybody. I must say. Indeed, it's a smirk. And it might be worth something to somebody. It's going away in 3, 2, 1.
Now. Okay, so, be my guest. I encourage you because we've asked y'all to stop too many times. And folks take the cop out, meaning that what they do is weak. It's the weak move. And that's just what it is when it comes to Batman. So like I said, let them do what they do. But every time
I think that one, Orza, may actually be You Love My Weenie.
That you send someone to say anything,
that just doesn't feel right to me at my age. You Love My Weenie. It's the title of a song, I swear to God.
Do anything, pretend, any of that, all of it is being created into a paper trail. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, hold on real quick. All right. Number 2, how to put this? I just don't know what to tell people anymore.
I could probably do something with a green door. I was going to do a parody relative to Tyree using the song Space Oddity. I was going to sing it myself, and I can, in fact, sing it, but there's only one way to sing most of that song at my age, and that's loud. If you're going to hit those things and sustain them, you need to be pushing some air. And I'm not sure my neighbors would appreciate that. But meanwhile, the green door, hey, it's kind of music. You can do it like this behind the green door. Yeah, there might be something in there. You may have given me an idea. God help us all.
It's really quite funny. The whole game has been funny for like a long time now. Give me a minute. But yeah, all you need to know and worry about, Pumpkin, is that there is a paper trail being created. Okay? Again, I give everybody valid opportunity and options. Okay? The option that you choose, it's up to you. Okay? Stay with me.
Yep, that's Atlanta for you right there, Orza.
I'm me, and I'm really the mob. I'm really a gangster. Right? So the way that it works is everybody gets one opportunity.
You're really on the streets at about midnight my time talking into a phone.
Right? You see me out here in the street. I'm by myself dolo. However you feel, I changed the game. You see I'm wearing a bulletproof vest that costs $10,000.
Yeah, the green door actually, it swings really hard, but anytime somebody hears the green door, You know where their minds are going. Yes, you do.
Okay. Plus, more than that. You understand? This is
Well,
level.
maybe not so much nowadays. I mean, that was like, damn, over 50 years ago. Holy fuck. Literally, holy fuck.
Pretty hard play. Everything is so. Like I said, everybody gets one opportunity. Now, like any opportunity, if you don't want to, if you don't want to take advantage of it, hold on. Basically, if you don't want to take the opportunity, right, that's on you. Most folks, most of these street dudes are not anything they want to pretend because they're not street dudes. That's my deal. These folks is from the suburbs. You got Underground League organizations contacting and talking to people trying to act like they're buddy, okay? And they're all just jelly of my success. So then they have them saying and acting weird. Okay. I mean, like I said, what's the point?
The point is, we finally have a diagnosis for him. It's from Nega, and you listeners are really going to enjoy this. He says this is known as diarrhea of the mouth, and Ledge heartily concurs. He really does. Boy, that's another blown segue. Actually, it's my first blown segue. If I hadn't pointed it out, you wouldn't have even known. Doggone it.
You know, I love how people keep talking after the fact. I left New York because I was ready to leave New York. I got sick. It was dirty, and they wouldn't give me anything I need.
Right.
Wasn't that big a fan of New York, like I don't think anyone is. So that's what I'm saying.
You weren't a fan of New York, but you run New York. That's a statement he'll contradict probably a dozen times before even this video is over.
When I go out there and I call everything out publicly, and folks, nobody rolled up to talk to me, nobody came to see me, nobody said nothing to me, that would be the cop-out. That's bowing out. That's showing I run the streets, and you're validating and acknowledging who I am. You get what I'm saying? These folks want to be on the internet and, give me a minute. Backpack's heavy. Just walked about 10 miles. And I didn't sleep much. I haven't been sleeping much at all lately. I've just been busy trying to get this ready. I went out my way yesterday too. I must have rode like 20 miles. I actually rode about probably 20 or more, and then I walked. You understand? I don't have the bicycle for now either. I can get it back if I want, but like I said, everything is money over here.
That bicycle is gone forever. Like I said, everything is money over here. Jesus. Fuck. I don't know about you, but if you've been participating in Smoke 'em if you got them, your skis are pretty well waxed right now, so we're going to shut that down for just a little bit, but always remember, that doesn't mean you got to stop. Oh, no, it doesn't mean that at all. Meanwhile, at the bottom of your screen coming up here is a legal notice that we have been forced to issue relative to the safety of your viewing experience here on Negative 43 TV.
That's the thing, like, no, I'm getting stuff for free and then like making money. Like that's what you do. Just like flip product if you're going to be in any business, right? So my point is
17 minutes of Tyree Sneed. Oh man, I don't know how long that would even take me to do that. Alice is rusty. It would work though.
That's what folks do. It'd be the same exact individuals. All of it is the same exact. It's an illegal underground organization. It's already exposed. Okay. I got federal indictments all across the board. So it doesn't matter what any.
I love it when he says, I got federal indictments across the board. That statement in and of itself means that he has federal indictments across the board. That is a statement that is very easily taken out of context because I want to take it out of context.
Any of them say or do. It doesn't matter the fact that we know that they're paying folks and across state lines, they're sending folks across state lines.
Yep, that's right.
That's how real this is.
That's right, Ledge. It's going to happen at least twice. One's real long and one's not so long.
That's how real my job is. I risk everything to do what I do.
You risk nothing, and yes, it was Blue.
Okay. And what's crazy is they act like they're the only people. I mean, you understand, I've won all across the board. Cartel, gangs, it doesn't matter. I've won completely. anything, I've won. Okay, that's why I'm out here like this. That's why I can walk so before about to be 5. Okay, without a care in the world, like a Pokemon, right? Because I run the streets, because it's real, because I put this work in the whole time.
See, it doesn't have to be spoken if you got them to to smoke. We're going to take this one back about 10 seconds because I know what I heard. I know what I heard. I just need to hear it again. Yes, indeed. Sit back and enjoy as Tyree Sneed, a man in his mid-30s, brings up Pokemon for no reason whatsoever. It's so much fun 20 minutes after the hour. Unless, of course, you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 15 minutes until the top of the hour.
Without a care in the world. Like a Pokemon, right? Because I run the streets. Because it's real. Because I put this work.
You're secure like a Pokemon because you run the streets. Let that marinate in your skulls just for a little bit longer. Okay, let's go on.
In the whole time. Because I got more stripes than a zebra. Mm-hmm. I can be on foot and walk on foot. I never watch my back. I don't worry about nothing because God got me. Okay? Now, that's another thing I need to address, which I already have, but let's be a little bit more clear if we can, right? When you got readers saying I don't stand up on my own. I've done everything on my own.
You've done nothing on your own. You got to Austin because your mom paid for the ticket to get the fuck rid of you. That is exactly what happened. She paid for your phone bill because of your mouth. No other reason. Okay, if you're around Austin, Texas, he'll be around 6th Street and Guadalupe Street because, according to him, that area is Austin, Texas. Nothing outside of that perimeter exists.
Stand up every time. That's what I'm saying. I've given everyone the opportunity. Yes, God is there for me. God will stand up for me all day. But God knows I'm the warrior for God. I have showed up every time. I have stood on business every time.
You've stood on nothing ever. Nothing whatsoever, other than, of course, a sidewalk. Got one for the listeners from Ledgeview. He always says he is above the CIA and the feds, but then says he has a federal case on us. Why would he have a federal case if he's above them? That Ledgeview is just one hell of a point. I've never thought of that before.
I don't care who's saying what. I don't care who it is. I don't care what they're saying. Okay? I'm a man and I'm a gangster. Okay? So all this talking and people wanting to speak for me and
hey, listeners, it's a good one. Nega says nothing says gangsta like a kid's anime show about fluffy little creatures.
tell my story and change it, yeah, it's not going to fly. Okay? So that's not what happened. And that's the thing is you keep having folks trying to tell my story. What position or place would anyone get off trying to tell my story? You didn't live it. You don't have the heart or the courage to be in my shoes. You don't do what I do. Just let me tell my own story. And, folks talk too much. You get what I'm saying? That's all. It's not a big deal.
I know what you mean, and it doesn't mean this at all, but it brought to mind for me David Lee Roth. He played not too long ago, just outside of Dayton, Ohio. Could have got there very easily. Lord knows the tickets were available, but I couldn't go. My only reason to go see David Lee Roth at this point would be to laugh and point. I don't want to. No, I can't do it.
But
now all he needs to do is go out with a spotlight, a microphone, and a stool. Maybe another stool next to him that he can put his drink on and just tell stories. He'd be doing out the door business then.
These readers, I understand. Everybody owe me money. These readers been reading my energy just like you've had seen me tell some of them directly. And remember they say, oh, I'm not reading his energy. I proved literally that they're reading my energy. And they just bow down and don't say nothing. Oh, I wish you well. Well, yeah, because you know that any money you get is off my name.
Well, relative to any money that I get relative to Superchats, yeah, you're kind of right. You're sort of right in a way. I'll let that go at that. Kelchu says, Rich, we need to remind him that we see and know everything, and we have eyes and cameras everywhere. That's absolutely true. I've not mentioned it for a very long time, but the order of action has gone absolutely nowhere. All those street lights, they're cameras.
The entire system has been harvesting my energy since day one. All of Hollywood.
It hurt.
All of it. All this
It hurts.
movie money and everything that these folks claim they made, all of it was harvesting my energy. It all came from me. Half them flicks are about me. The depictions are about me, like my story down here. Like real talk. That's what they do. I don't care what no one says. That's the truth. Nah, they take Mel Gibson, literally, and they put him in a movie, and then they tell my...
He's turned into something other than David Lee Roth. It makes me think of my dad, because I can remember in the early 70s, it's like early teenage years. My dad asked me what turned out to be a very relevant question. What in the hell do you think these guys are going to be doing in 50 years? At the time, I turned my palms up to the sky. I don't know. I can't imagine them doing this. And yet, here we are.
Story. And this is what they do. They're famous for it. They've been stealing everything I create, everything I do. I'm the creator energy. Hold on. Yeah, your boy is tired. Tired, but still going. Like, I feel good, though. Like, I don't feel bad. Like, I feel good, but...
If you're tired, you don't really feel all that great. You may feel fine, but you really, you're ready to go to sleep.
And like I said, that's the thing. Like, it has nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with my own things I'm going through. You understand? And not even what I'm going through. I don't do actions based off weakness ever. So that's what I'm saying. If you're going to say anything to me, speak from a real place. You know who you're talking to. I'm the boss Don. I'm the general. Every action I do is brave. I'm Braveheart. So what do you mean? Like, no, I don't know what folks are talking about. I'm going to say it again. I own my own league. I'm the CEO, and I'm 10-0 in my own league. None of these folks are even entertaining a conversation. I'm Dana White of what I do.
I'm Dana White of being an absolute madman wearing a Batman mask, and don't forget the cape. Don't forget the cape, and wearing this tied-on bulletproof vest, yelling at a phone at midnight. I'll take my life.
Same exact thing, right? This is different, but literally, like, it's my own league. Like,
Quality audio.
I never tried to be professional in anything because I'm better than professional.
You're killing me here, dummy. Please.
I'm a real thing. So, just like what Mike Tyson does, right? Okay. I'm also, right, a boxer. That's what folks don't get. Like, we have tons.
We sure don't get that you're a boxer. The last footage I saw was you boxing this really short black dude in a cemetery. It's utterly amazing, totally embarrassing, and yet you take that as legitimate fight footage. It absolutely was. It just, no. God, no. There goes the video again. Oh, video. The audio again.
Million known. You figured it. What? I've never lost. I don't lose. So when folks say this and that and blah blah, I'm on a different. I can't respond, and they know there's rules. That's cowardly. That's a cop out.
Rules are a cowardly cop out, and if you're into those screenshots, that one there's kind of magic. Kind of magic. He's trying to pose hard while he just can't restrain the derp with it. That's a good one there, but it's not going to last long. Going away very shortly, 28 minutes after the hour. Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. I am Rich Barrett.
See what I'm saying? You
No.
don't see anyone encouraging and talking to me about a waiver, ever. That's the last thing they want to talk about is signing a waiver. If you're not talking about, can't act tough, but not, understand, not be a man. You got to be a man. So it's one or the other. All that other stuff about wanting to get brownie points, and that's what I'm saying. Anyone, you got suburb dudes, okay, that don't do anything but get locked up and drink beer, okay, and they want to front and pretend when they choose, like that's a horrible decision. You're not gonna get a reputation off me. I don't care who you are.
Guys that drink beer making bad decisions. We call that Saturday night. What's your point?
I'm not going to allow it. You're not going to get a name off me. You're not going to gain.
There it goes again, kids.
And it really just goes to show the truth. Right? I can smell the fear. What it is.
He can smell the fear.
100%.
That's not fear, of course.
Everyone that you see, all these dudes in the street, all these dudes in the suburbs, no matter what are they still doing? Talking. If they're talking, right, then what does that prove?
Nothing.
We're out here every day. I'm working. I get busy.
You're doing nothing. Just like I said, you're doing nothing. There's almost no joke left to the fact that you're just doing nothing. I'm working. The fuck? The actual fuck, dude. You're not working. Okay? A YouTube check every 4 months is not working. And again, to remind everybody, he turned down no less than 3 jobs, possibly 4, if my memory serves me correctly. And nowadays, that is a bit of a question. What with all the drugs and everything?
You understand? I got all the stripes in the street. I'm not a talker. I don't do any talking at all. I don't want to talk.
That's all you do is talk. Please welcome Mr. Metal Skull. And he says, for the listeners, Elliot Page would whoop Sneed. LMAO. Oh my God, the comedy. Oh my God, the zingers that are just at my command. You can imagine. And as of right now, relative to the police state that is YouTube, I can't make any of them about Elliot Page. No matter. I can't do it. Oh my God, I've got 45 minutes on Elliot Page.
You understand? I'm just being honest. I express myself a different way and I speak a different way. You feel me? So all this, I want to pretend, and nah.
Yeah, you're right about that, Ledge, but I hope everybody saw my latest short. I don't want to give away the joke if you haven't. Just go over to Rich Baritone here at youtube.com and check that out. Of course, it's under shorts.
Nah, you don't get that. You get nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make any sense. It has to make sense. It's not an option. That's what these folks never get. That's why I keep telling them. They don't listen. All right, give me a minute.
Okay, I think this may well be. Mr. Metal Skull follows up on his opening funny with just put Sneed's face on him in the clip. It'll all look the same. Oh boy, that's gotta sting, doesn't it? So let's see. This is quite the pause here. So let's start stabbing at things, huh? Absolutely nothing. And that was a considerable jump in the action. Let's move forward to more action, hopefully, but I believe he's probably still muted.
Excuse, they want me to...
Let's go back. Ah, yes. What I need to do is record like 4 or 5 minutes of this and then put my own stuff over it. You know, like, this week, the role of Tyree Sneed will be played by Rich Baritone. What up? I'm Tyree Sneed. You all may know me as basically a pus hemorrhaging fissure on the asshole of life, but yet I'm so much less. Yeah, there may be a future.
No, everything going.
I just don't. Okay, it's time to pick up the keyboard and start jabbing. I say jabbing the letter L. The things I go through.
I really don't care, but man,
actually, it's nothing. But here he comes. God help us all. 34 minutes after the hour.
Have I seriously been on mute the whole time? I really don't care, but
You care. It's highly embarrassing. Trust me. It's embarrassing for me to be muted for a minute. And by the way, 34 minutes after the hour, you know what that means? It means it's 1 minute until the top of the hour up there in Newfoundland and Labrador. I've been doing really well figuring that out.
man, I've had a great show too. Hopefully not the whole time. But I mean, like I said, man, I mean, folks ain't about nothing, bro. Like I said, I'm telling you, the society and the paradigm is backwards. It's that simple, and can't nobody tell me anything because I'm the son of God.
Anybody out there crafty? Well, I got a good idea for you from Ledgeview. He says, make a bottle opener with Sneed's face, and his missing teeth can open the bottle.
That's why God uses me as a vessel to create everything.
And then we have Nega with Ellen Page has more teeth and a bigger bead than Joey. Oh, God.
So I'm going to continue to move forward.
That might be enough to get this thing taken down.
I'm going to continue to win. I'm going to continue to build. Like I said, right now, I think I'm going to start working on this other channel too and see if I can go ahead and get 2 sources of income going on here. I need to get, everything going with that, which is going to take time doing it, investing my time. I got some stuff I need to figure out today. I got on it early, but there's never enough time in the day. I'm tired, and I just need to try to figure out what I want to do next, my next move. Like now though, other than that, like I said, I mean, I see what it is, and I'm just saying, folks ain't about nothing, man. Like I said, it's the fact that I'm comfortable with who I am and other folks aren't. That's all it's ever been. You understand? So, I mean, other than that, like I said, I'm getting money. You know what I mean? I'm getting money. Like I said, I already came up quite a bit real quick, and I'm the comeback kid. So all I do is make comebacks every single time. Like I said, I'm out here for real.
Ooh, the comeback kid. Ooh, the comeback kid. Yeah, earlier, apparently somebody had seen this.
Dude, the enforcer of divine law. Like I said, just me and my different pairs of pants and jeans. So, like I said, we going to keep on winning. I'm going to keep on doing what I do. And everybody else is going to watch me rise and see me shine and be upset about it. Like usual, nothing's changed. You know what I mean? It's always the same. It's like my one homie said, you mean like it's always been? I was like, yeah, but it's hard when I'm going through things, because it's harder for me to hear what someone's telling me.
Well, that was a really stupid one, wasn't it? Good God in heaven. I do believe in my heart of hearts, I'm going to have to give that a little backup here because I just need to relive that magic one more time.
Said, you mean like it's always been? I was like, yeah, but it's hard when I'm going through things, because it's harder for me to hear what someone's telling me.
It's harder for him to understand what somebody's telling him because he's going through things. Holy shit, I heard it right the first time. I was getting a little bit worried about myself there for a minute. Got a couple here for the listeners. First one from Mr. Metal Skull. Next move, turn around and walk back up the street. That's about right there. And Blue really comes through with the comeback kid. See you. But anyway, Ledgeview follows that up with one of his classic self-indulgent fruit. And then Mr. Metal Skull punches through with jizz in the ears. Yeah, he knows what that's about. And finally, Nega arrives with truly the obvious joke there. It's hard to hear people talking over the voices in his head.
Like that's the thing, man. I don't deserve to struggle, man. Dude. God literally told me this was going to happen. So I don't want to hear nothing. Okay. God delivered already. Like I said, I have enough.
Abject poverty is God delivering. Let me make a note of that here.
Now that I can get this started a little bit and try to do this, like I said, I still need more and I need a lot more, but God provides and God will provide it. He will provide for me. God will make a way. He will do it, man. I don't doubt God for a minute. Other than that, I ain't worried about all y'all's nonsense. And I'm glad this happened because now gives me an excuse because they keep trying to use a system to like get me to spend my time with nonsense. And like, I'm not worried about none of that, bro. I'm gonna be moving around and traveling. I'm telling you right now, I ain't worried about nothing. So if I'm not around, there's nothing that they can do, because like I said, they're manipulating the system to try to create any excuse they can. Them folks is mad as hell, all of them. I don't understand what the point is. I mean, they will not stop. I mean, this system has asked for enough. I'm not giving you anything. You're not getting a dime out of me. I'm not paying you for nothing. Every time you talk to me, I have no money. I'm not doing nothing. So like I said, I mean, I'll do the right thing and I'll try to help, you know, and I'll do what I'm supposed to if I'm able to. But that's the thing I'm telling you, like, no.
I'll do what I'm supposed to if I'm able to. Hit the button. Yeah.
I've got to do what I got to do, man. If I'm not around, I'm not around. There's my excuse. There's nothing I can do. You understand? And that's what they mad at. That's what I'm saying. They looking for an excuse. They want me to stay here, I've noticed. Why? Do you feel like I'm not stagnated here? I'm building here. I work here. This is my base. But it's all good, because what I'm looking at doing next, and I already took notes on this, is trying to start operating out of a different base on top of this one. You understand? I'm building and expanding, man. You know, folks like we all right. There's problems, but we living good. We doing well. I have a lot going for me, you know. And like I said, I mean, I could try to create 2 sources of income out of this, and I can do this forever.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe I could possibly achieve this level of delusion relative to my golf game. Maybe I could become a 2 handicapper again. Been a long time since I rock and rolled like that. But maybe I can break a portion of my mind enough to believe it's true. So maybe it'll happen then, right? That's how it's working for Tyree, right? Yeah, maybe not such a good idea.
I don't ever have to even work for anyone if I don't want. It gives me something to do. It'll take up all my time, because I'm probably going to go hard as hell, because I just barely paid the phone bill. And my whole deal again is, no, the public should be paying my phone bill. I should not still be paying my phone bill. I'm a celebrity. I literally risk everything for y'all.
You risk nothing. Lately, you've been talking about trying to find an area that's safe as can be. I heard that one myself during the week, asshole, and I only stick my head in here and there just to keep a little bit of a finger on the pulse, if you will. If I consume too much Tyree Sneed material anymore, it just makes me angry. And while occasionally Red Hot Rich is fun, when you come on here and you're just angry from the time the show starts, that's really not a whole lot of fun.
And I'm not entitled. I'm saying the truth. I don't receive any donations. All the money I get is in the street. Shout out to the people in the Valley. People have supported me here quite a bit. I give them that now, and I appreciate that.
Honest to God, I lived right through the entire Quaalude things. I never once took one. Just wasn't a pill guy. But I took a couple of bootleg sofers once, which explained to me thoroughly. While back then, I wasn't a pill guy. I was too busy being a drunk.
And I'm grateful for every penny I get and any support, period. Okay? So shout out to the Valley. Okay? It's not everyone in the Valley. It's a key couple of people who are jelly of my success. Most of the Valley, almost everyone is behind me, except corrupt and, you know, upset folks. So it is what it is. The villains are the ones who are mad, right? So moving forward on that premise, everything else is gravy. That means I'm doing everything right. You know, what's out of my control is out of my control. I have a stoic mindset, man. I don't care. That's what folks don't get. I'm not acting. But when I tell you I'm the streets, I'm the streets.
You're nothing. You're absolutely nothing. You're a man that was out for Halloween on July 17th. That's exactly what you are. The only thing that you're missing is, of course, the bag of candy. But I have a feeling if you ever actually went out for Halloween, you would probably wind up with a bag of rocks like Charlie Brown, except Charlie Brown didn't deserve it. You, however, it's another issue completely. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to do something I tend not to do anymore. Yes, that's right. It's the Chiron at the bottom of your screen. I'm going to beg for money. What the hell? He's doing it.
Believe that. Okay, I'm the mob and I'm a gangster.
No, but if you can, please do.
So that's the difference. Like I said, everything that folks say is either running away or on the internet. Folks never say anything when I'm around. Like I said, now folks obviously are starting to come to realize, because they turn on their TV and go to YouTube and see me, right? Who they actually been dealing with and talking to. Right. And I don't owe nobody anything. And that mentality is exactly why folks are in the boat that they're in and why they're upset. Them folks don't make no money. These are grown adults that got to go to like their parents to get an allowance. Okay.
Oh, got to go to their grandparents' parents or whatever to get an allowance. That's how you got your phone bill paid. That's how you got your dead ass. Yes, indeed, your dead ass back up to Austin. And hopefully this time you finally turn out to be what I would like to call stranded AF.
I mean, it's a complete joke. I mean, come on, bro. Like, like my intelligence deserves to be respected, and my acumen, and especially like my street savvy. Come on.
Street savvy. You couldn't be more clueless. Yeah, I imagine he did turn on you in about an hour.
You're not serious, right? See, that's my point. Folks like to pretend like, okay. I mean, when fake energies come around me, I just get quiet, because what else am I going to do? Yeah, they want me to respond and react. They want me to act out of character. I'm not going to give you nothing that you want. I'm just not going to give you any of my energy because you don't deserve.
Ladies and gentlemen, please bow and scrape. Hit your knees and point to the southeast. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your savior here in Sneedville and all of Purgatory. It's the one, the only Tyree Sneedville, otherwise.
Oh, it's too funny. Well, yeah, nah.
Shut your fucking ass for a minute. The real Tyree Sneed. Please welcome him warmly. I know you're going to.
We gonna make it all happen, man. That's all I can say. We gonna make it happen. Let folks get mad. Everybody mad. Like I said, the Groovy Jimmy and all that is falling apart. All that stuff is falling apart. The Rob Rack stuff falling apart. It's not surprising. Like I said, I'm the son of God, man. You guys to get real with yourselves, man. I'm the son of God. Give me a minute.
All I have to say to that, RTS, is I can't see.
Like I said, man. Folks ain't about nothing, bro. Folks ain't talking about nothing. Folks ain't about nothing. Like, what's up? How y'all feel? Folks is big mad, man. That's why Rob Rack's always talking about, yeah, they big mad because he's projecting. He's talking about himself. You didn't know that? See, folks are funny, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is here. It's an absolute fact of the matter. Please welcome Lobster to the show, everybody.
Look at me. I'm not one good-looking dude. You're serious? You think that all these women down here in the valley?
Peter Frampton once wrote a song called Lines on My Face, which is just a beautiful, gorgeous, perfect power ballad. Not about him at all, but lines on my face, lines on his face. In this case, the lines on his face are indeed the lines of somebody. I'll try to be accurate in their late. No, he's on up into his 50s with that shit going on around his mouth. He all fucked up though. Oh my God. And it is true. RTS says my website is worldwide, yo.
Aren't attracted to me on a real level if they be real with themselves. You understand? Like I said, the valley has a certain way that it's always been, and it's wrong. Right? And I'm who's changing that. I'm changing the world. So they'll wake up eventually. They'll figure it out. It takes them a while, but they'll figure it out. And in the past, I mean, a lot.
Right now, at this point in time, Tyree Sneed does not even have the ability to change his own underwear because he is more than likely wearing the only pair he owns. Oh, the ass grease, huh?
A lot of them always like me. And I could care less. I'm just saying. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It just proves that folks are hypnotized and, brainwashed. It's the truth.
Chew that water, boy. Oh man, another blown segue.
Hell, I remember I used to go to the club out here. I try to holler at one in the club, and they'd be looking like, why are you talking to me? The weirdest response I ever got, because everywhere else I went before that, like Georgia, Atlanta, they were all pursuing me. So like, I was kind of upset about it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was kind of pressing the issue, like, and I usually never get like that, but like, it's just not right to act that way, you know? And it's like, if it was just like a real thing of like if somebody wasn't interested in me, oh, no problem. I could care less. It wasn't like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like they was trying to act like that's what some of these women do, and it's so-called women. And it's the funniest, silliest thing, craziest thing, because folks are too full of themselves. Like, you think you're something you're not. Your ego is inflated and out of control. Like, real talk. They did that in Vegas. I remember they'd be in Vegas with their, you know what? You know what I'm talking about. And, you know, that homie, the dude that's in the background, and they really think that stuff is real. Like, they think people care. Like, the world don't care, honey. Like, first of all, what you doing, you know, is illegal, right? Whatever you doing on the side that has nothing to do with where we're at, right? Because I'm talking about, like, you be in the clubs and you meet these women and stuff. That's all I'm saying. Like, I remember out here a long time ago, like, one of them acted like that. Like, I mean, you could just be like, I'm okay or whatever. I mean, you don't gotta, you know, act some way, especially when you're a woman. Like,
All right, I just went to get something cold and refreshing to drink, and in doing so, of course, I missed a little bit here, so this is brought to you by the letter J. Let's go back about 50 seconds so that I can catch back up, and maybe you can hear a jewel that you enjoyed one more time. Well, let's see what the hell happens.
I'm saying like they was trying to act like that's what some of these women do, and it's so-called women. And it's the funniest, silliest thing, craziest thing, because folks are too full of themselves. Like, you think you're something you're not. Your ego is inflated and out of control. Like, real talk. They did that in Vegas. I remember they'd be in Vegas with their, you know what? You know what I'm talking about.
This must be read for the listeners. It's from Nega. This reminds me as if they had the internet when they were making Young Frankenstein and Marty Feldman was making a vlog behind the scenes. Listeners, when you get home, you gotta see how he looks at this particular point in the show. It would be about the hour 36-minute mark. It's worth it.
And you know, that homie, the dude that's in the background, and they really think that stuff is real. Like, they think people care. Like, the world don't care, honey. Like, first of all, what you doing, you know, is illegal, right? Whatever you doing on the side that has nothing to do with where we're at, right? Because I'm talking about like you be in the clubs and you meet these women and stuff. That's all I'm saying. Like, I remember out here a long time ago, like one of them acted like that. Like, I mean, you could just be like, I'm okay or whatever. I mean, you don't gotta, you know, act some way, especially when you're a woman. Like, women are not tough. You're just women. You understand? So I like, that's something like, I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, a real man just, you know, has limits and just doesn't tolerate anything like that, period. Like, nah, you a woman, you need to be a woman. You understand? Let the man be the man and do what the man do.
I remember a year, maybe 2 years ago, you actually did a video. We might even be able to find it. Christina is in charge and makes all decisions. That kids, if you didn't know, is an absolute fact. So, no, what he believes in is mommy. He believes in the concept of mommy. Welcome Tyler Durden to the show. Oh yeah, he left New York about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Went back to Brownsville. And now he is in Austin, Texas, because apparently his mommy paid his phone plan and bought a ticket for him to get him the fuck away from her. And if you look at his nose really, really closely, I've always said it's growing into the end of a dick. I'm starting to see a slit. Aren't you? Look really closely now. Oh, man. When he starts blowing his nose, it's going to start coming out of the tip before too much longer, 53 minutes after the hour.
And I just believe that because it's reality. It's never going to change. And when you see him front, that's why you keep seeing all this stuff and all these, you know, videos and all this world star stuff, right? Because it is what it is. Don't act like something you ain't.
Yeah.
The world don't care, homie.
How could I ever forget? Yet he's right. He went to New York, then went to Akron because he was going to save old Cyrax, but never made one attempt to see him because he's scared to death of a 5'11", 85-pound goblin. It's the absolute truth. Anyway, he was in Akron, then back to Brownsville, and now he's back to Austin. He's rolling around like a tumbleweed.
Telling you straight up, the world don't care, bro. That's why you don't see no one. You don't see no Batgirl, right?
I miss the crying for Cyrax part. That's just so great.
You don't see him doing what I do, and I mean, I would love to see that. I would cheer him on and support him. I'd work with him, and they could do it, but with my guidance. But
nobody's going to do anything with your guidance except, of course, fail. Look around me, look around you, and tell me what you see. It's nothing that you're talking about, believe me. Please welcome an old friend of Negative 43 TV that has not been here for a very, very long time. Please welcome Populist Uprising. It is very, very good to see you.
You ain't going to be able to do what I do if you don't listen. If you listen, yeah, I could teach. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know.
He ruined my hit. If you listen, I could teach. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
That's the thing. You know, I mean, think about it. You got folks wanting to say crazy stuff. Oh, he just walk around back and forth. And you don't walk around back and forth every day? I mean, well, if I did just walk back and forth, it's basically a red carpet at that point, and it's a whole event.
Okay, first of all, we're going to go back so I can hear that again, because it's one of those things I just can't believe that I just heard. But if that was on his mind, bunking with Cyrax, I think he probably would have made at least some effort to get to his house, and he never did. He's scared to death of him. So let me see if what I heard was right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, that's the thing. You know, I mean, think about it. You got folks wanting to say crazy stuff. Oh, he just walk around back and forth. And you don't walk around back and forth every day? I mean, if I did just walk back and forth, it's basically a red carpet at that point, and it's a whole event.
Wow. Wow. So when you walk around aimlessly for hours and hours as an absolute no account fucking bum, and ain't shit, as my old friend Renard would call people like you, you're walking on a red carpet now. I'm telling you what, his hallucinations must be really getting out of control, huh? And look at those hands, will you? Good God, they're the hands of a 50-year-old. And his fingers kill me. He's got spider hands and no talent to go. He has the hands of a musician and no talent whatsoever. None at all. It kind of pisses me off. It's a waste.
It's like a fashion show. On the catwalk, right? I do my little thing. Like when I move around, I'm like a supermodel. So that's the way that folks look at it. So I could walk back and forth, and I would still get paid, and still probably in the long run make more money than you, because I got, you know, I'm creating other sources and pulling in money now. Right
now, you have about $63. Right now, I have about $44. If you're looking to make money, Sneedville isn't the place for you, Tyree. And this whole thing is kind of constructed around you, and it's still not the place for you. You're starving. You know you're starving. Everything you say is just the absolute opposite of what reality is. Before I hit the button, I'll read this one from Nega. I don't know, Rich. I'm pretty sure those fingers have tickled a few skin flutes. That is true.
Right? That's what I'm trying to do. So, I mean, that's the thing. Like, folks don't get. I've always had stuff moving. It's just y'all didn't know. I'm a boss. I can keep telling you this. See, folks don't get it. Like, Bruce Wayne had to go through his poor broke period. It's part of the story. So why are you so surprised? Folks could have been a little more respectful about it. Folks could have been like some people were cool, but folks could have been a little more accepting. Like, man, he's going through it. This is his time to, you know, build and get strong, and God is working on him. Let him do his thing, man. You don't got to give him a hard time. You understand? I needed this time period. You understand? And now it's over. That's how I feel about it. I don't ever want to go back. Like,
Oh boy, will you just look at that. Just look at that. The whites of his eyes and everything. It's just so epic. And yes, indeed, Negasonic middle-aged dickhead is the winner here on the mute game on negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. It's the absolute truth, ladies and gentlemen. Now that's how you're supposed to use this canned shit. Again, thanks and congratulations to Nega. He caught that one, and it's fun. So just wait for it, because it happens from time to time, and it makes it not so much a stupid mistake as a fun game that we all can play together. I like that aspect of the entire thing. And anyway, yes, I was going to read this for the listeners from Mr. Metal Skull. Speaking of what Tyree Sneed could possibly teach anyone, he says, Sneed can teach you how to be a delusional bum whose family hates him.
I don't have like a whole lot, but I got just a little bit, just enough where like I feel like I could try to get started.
Yeah, you got a little bit of jack to go along with your shit there. That's good.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be impossible still, but at least I could try. You know, and at least if I go out my way to try to be frugal and save the little money that I have, at least I have a chance now. Like, that's the truth. I have a chance. I have a chance at trying to do this. So, I mean, that's the thing, like I said. And I mean, God told me a long time ago, readings and downloads, like, your comeback is going to be epic. I'm the comeback kid. I just made a comeback, huge comeback. You know what I mean? Why do y'all count me out when I'm not out?
You're not just out, you're down and out. Like the definition of down and out. You really are. And by the way, kids, I just want to let everybody know that you're not experiencing smell-o-vision by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that looking at Tyree Sneed in this sort of a close-up for any time at all, you begin to imagine just the fucking rat-ass stank just coming off this motherfucker. Jesus Christ. He smells like pus and rejection. It's great.
Why do y'all always why are you so quick to talk? Why are folks so quick, but they're not positive? Like, that's the whole problem with the world, man. That's really the problem. That's why Steve was talking about it. That's why I'm talking about it. Like, nah, bro. Like I said, I've been in this game for 3.5 years. I don't even know how many checks I made. It might be like, it's a lot, bro. Like, I don't know if they'll even...
3.5 years, he's made what? 15 checks, something like that.
Show me in any of the listings. I made a lot of checks on here. Like, I've been doing this for a minute. I made a career. I made a living off this for 3.5 years, and my gift of gab and talking, and people will walk up to me.
You know, Populous, that's a good thing to bring up. Apparently, sometime last week, we talked about it earlier, he was signing up for something, and what Populous said was any chance his mommy got him signed up for benefits and a disability check. That's what's going on here, listeners. I think that may have actually been getting ready to occur, but then they told him that he had to have a Social Security card, and he doesn't have it because the guy that took his wallet from him still has it, and he hasn't got the guts to go back and get his fucking wallet. We should never ever allow him to forget this.
And hand me money, like give me $5 and stuff. People hold me down. That's saying something. That's built something that's a substance that's actually going to stand, that has value.
Okay, we all know our Social Security numbers. It's kind of burned into our brains at this point. I'm not going to tell you what mine is, but I know it. Ledgeview says for the listeners, it just came out this week that he doesn't even know his own Social Security number upon seeking benefits. He doesn't even know it. How can you function in this country without knowing your Social Security number? Holy fuck. Just so stupid, so godless. Just go get your fucking wallet 3 minutes after the hour.
If you just have a business, that doesn't have any value because that business can go down the tubes, go bankrupt. It happens all the time. 99.9% of businesses fail. What I'm building is something that...
He refused to go to wherever the fuck it was he was supposed to go to get another Social Security card because he's too busy. He said he's too busy, but that translates to English as I'm too lazy.
It's built to last. That's why folks are mad.
Maybe it translates to I'm too lazy and stupid. Yeah, that's it.
You understand?
No.
See, I can't ever really.
Okay, hang on just a second, kids. My browser just went wacko batshit on me. No, this time I was not muted. This is in fact a technical difficulty, but I'm going to handle it coolly and with grace and class. I hope. Hopefully this doesn't fuck with me too damned hard. Okay. Now I got to set everything else back up too. It's so wondrous and lustrous. Let's click on share screen. Batman is expanded. Hit share. And there we are. It's almost as if nothing fucking happened. No big deal. I handled it like a big boy. You see how you do things, Tyree? Yeah, you don't.
Like, my face has been a main concern here. This beautiful mug. They are mad at this face because this face is beautiful. Because Brad Pitt would never look like this. He only dreamed.
Thank you.
I'm beautiful.
Thank you, Vlad.
I'm gorgeous. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Like, bro, what? I got longer eyelashes than these women. You look at these dudes. There ain't one dude out here or anywhere that look better than me. It's not even comparable.
I look better than you with my upper teeth out. That's pathetic. I am nobody's idea except, well, maybe Mrs. Baritone's idea of a good-looking guy. As they say, a face for radio? You got one right here in good old Rich Baritone. But anyway, let's just go on. Oh my God, let's just go on. We're getting there, though. We're getting through this thing together, you and I.
And if you can tell yourself otherwise, then you need a new mirror. Straight up. That's the problem with the world. These women, you don't want to give no credit.
Yeah, continue might be that might be a regional variance.
To who's good looking. You ain't making no sense because society is a joke. This country has become a joke, and I'm here to bring this country back to what it need to be. Like I said, I'm taking back my country block by block. This is real. You understand? It's different. So like I said, all that fake stuff, all the acting, all the, I want to pretend because I'm on the camera or he's on a live or whatever. That's cute, but we ain't out here for that. You ain't going to get no points for that.
Right.
At all. I don't care what you do or say. You're wasting your time. You understand? That's my point. You know what I mean? Again, man, I found out about that stuff on 6th Street, homie, with the ones that, I mean, I don't have to say it. I already talked about it, but, man, that stuff is crazy, man, because they're who's connected to that bar that was trying to play all them games.
Oh, that's big time, dude. They're connected to that bar that was trying to play all them games. Nobody knows. Nobody fucking cares. How is that? The only reason I seem to care about it is because it's something that I can pick apart. You know, the whole thing is just something I can pick apart. That's why I'm here. That's why everybody's here to see what the hell I can do with the likes of you. Maybe find some entertainment in there somewhere. And boy, that is in fact a job. Please welcome half-witted honky hoary to the show, otherwise known as half-wit. Welcome.
Them folks tried to set me up a couple of times, and I mean, they literally just took a major L on camera in the street. I saw that stuff on Facebook Reels.
Yeah, calling it a facade. Yeah, that's dumb.
Okay. So, I mean, karma's real. God is real. And like I said, you got to understand. I mean, you got these folks moving in the street, man. And it's crazy because even though, like, I do what I do for a living, a lot of them folks, they ride with me. They ride with me and they support me. You understand? Especially like the dudes in the street.
I don't know why he hasn't collapsed in the heat populace. Perhaps it's just reptiles have a way of handling the heat.
You know what I mean? Most of them support me and they with me. So that's my whole deal. Like, I mean, with me, nah, you either with me or against me. You understand? You know? And like, if you against me, good luck. You know?
And Ledgeview says, for the listeners, dude just loves the sound of his own voice. I imagine that a couple of people have thought that about me once or twice.
Understand? Like, real talk. Like, you gotta understand,
For a
bro.
lot.
Like, I have the whole valley behind me already. I got the whole streets behind me. I'm not just talking. I'm not these other people, man. I'm not leaning on some fake anonymity or some fake, like, internet stuff. Like, what I'm kicking is facts.
What you're kicking is absolute horse shit. This one for the listeners from Vladimir. He's taking a vacation. Oh, man. I don't recall him mentioning it. I so hope that he mentions he needs a vacation during this. Oh, that definitely gets some really, really funny bits from me.
I'm a real street dude. I talk to you the same way like anyone. Like, I'm out here. You understand? So, like I said, like, people in the street roll with me heavy. You know what I mean? I had to earn that respect. I had to earn my clout in the street. You don't get no clout online. You get clout in the street. I'm talking about clout tokens and stuff. Man, that's street stuff, bro. That's street stuff, and they taking the terminology and trying to move it to the internet. It's got nothing to do with it. It never could. You know what I mean? So, like, look, somebody just hung. Even the folks in that church group were telling me, he's like, yeah, this dude.
I'll read it for the listeners, even though it's going to be rather useless for you right at that moment when you get home. Go to the 1 hour, 55 minute, 27 second mark, and you'll see what Baby Gangsta Dick's talking about. He says, is he Batman or a scuba diver? The world may never know.
Dude knows about you in here. He's like, he knows you help homeless people. He knows you're a bad dude, basically, is what he said. Like, people be knowing about me, man. It's just they want to downplay it. And, like, that's the thing. Like, when you see me, I was going through so much at that time because I just came out of so much. I was trying to come down. And y'all can't just let someone come down. Like, I was having panic attacks. Like, bro, do you understand what I go through on a daily basis? Do you understand the things that I get told to me?
Do you understand that the people and things that you claim to be are not subject to panic attacks ever? Absolutely fucking true. Somebody get me some pool cue chalk. Let's chalk up the tip of that fucking nose. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Hobo. Holy shit. Yes, he is in fact an ego diver. Ain't no doubt about that. And Blue comes through with Aspelunker.
and what people say and the things
Don't
people
sleep
do. Do
on
you
that
understand how
comment.
hard it is being me? Folks never think about that. Because you know why? Everybody's so quick to be inhuman, and that's what I have a problem with. That's all I have a problem with. You understand? See, I'm a good dude. I'm a tough guy, but I'm a good person. I have a big heart. I'm a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is about treating human beings with respect. That's what's tough. All the other stuff y'all talking is fake, man. Everything else y'all talking, like I said, y'all do it to you.
Treating human beings with respect is tough. It's the opposite of tough. What the fuck? One of the reasons I enjoy doing this show is hearing things I've never heard in my fucking life. At my advanced age, that's rare.
Yourselves, man. You got folks and they against our community. Like I said, why should I be paying my phone bill, man? The community should be supporting me. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the direction we need to head and what I'm trying to build. If folks won't do that, to me, I mean, I'm not going to say that I haven't accomplished something, but it's like my goal was to change the mindset of the world, like Pac said. Like, my thought patterns differ from the world so much that I would either have to change the world or be changed by the world.
You need to be changed by the world, dude. Trust me when I tell you that. Back to the question of how long will he be in Austin. Again, I believe it'll be 2.5 weeks. That seems to be the amount of time that he's tending to stay in any one place during this entire misadventure, because it is a misadventure. 13 minutes after the hour. Maybe I should have waited another minute.
And I won't be changed by the world. And Pac said himself, he said, I'm not saying I'm going to change the world, but I will spark the mind, the brink of the mind that will change the world. He was talking about me. That's how big and real this is. That's what folks don't get. That's why when you see me and, oh, he's on a camera and on this, like, I'm the same dude. I've never cared. I've never, like you're going to see it. We're already walking it. Like, every plateau I walk over with God. You see it happen without us even trying, but I'm the same. I'm a street dude.
Okay, that's enough begging and scraping right now down at the bottom of your screen. But if you can tip Chip, boy, this is good smoke. If you can tip here or tip over at Cash App, it's always appreciated. But I'm going to move on. That's what I'm going to do. And you know where I'm going with this one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Smoke them if you got them right here on Saturday Madness. It's part of what makes it madness. Or maybe not. Maybe we just put you to sleep. Who knows?
I'm never going to change. I don't want to do interviews and talk. I want to prove who I am. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Like, I get busy. I go to work on blocks and do what I do. Like, I'm getting real stripes. Still, I'm all about getting stripes the right way. I don't listen. Homies can't walk up to me. I don't care what you a part of. It's below me. You can't walk up to me. I'm the mob and tell me how to go get stripes because you on some nonsense. You don't even know the game. You understand what I'm saying? That's why folks is mad. They're mad because they finding out that I run the game just like I told them. They're mad because they finding out that I'm everything that I said I am. Mad because I've always been the tough guy. I've always been the Don Dada. I've always been the boss. I've always been the best. I always got all the women. I always got the nicest clothes. I always got all the most money. I always make them spend the most money. I always do everything.
I'm a little behind on the comments right now because I was too busy watching it rain sideways. That's what it's doing right where I'm at, right here, right now. Yes, during the next couple of hours, we are going to have some weather here where I'm located at in Ohio. And Ledgy brings up something that is just super fun. While he was in Brownsville, bumming around trying to find Wi-Fi that he could steal, it appears that the Brownsville parks, every one of them, now have free Wi-Fi. And he was walking around that whole fucking time. And you're right, Led, you can't write this shit.
I've just always been the best. The best. And folks never gave me my credit and never wanted to give me my credit. So
yeah, that drives me crazy, Orza. You listeners, he's talking about when he says, believe me, you. The old stain. Boy, I am just floating away on a pink cloud. Anyway, the believe me you thing, it's believe you me. That's how the old saying goes. He can't even get that right. And indeed, Ledge, he should talk about himself more.
No problem. What we do over here then is we make sure that folks have to, respect talent. You know what I mean? Kind of like what Papoose was talking about, but I mean, shout out to Papoose. Yeah.
Well, that fan's been running the entire time the show's been on just to pretty much ventilate the cigar smoke.
Right, but I mean,
I am having a good time smoking things other than psychotropic things.
He's not what he claimed to be. You know what I mean? Max B for sure ain't. I mean, like I said, that's the thing. Them folks is running around talking about, yeah, he did an 8-year bid or however long. That was his mistake. Oh, he was doing an 8-year bid. I had over $250,000 in the bank. I was running the streets. I was in the middle of everything in every hood and ghetto and College Station. So what you mean? I'm just saying,
Blue, if he's holding a cardboard sign, he's getting no play whatsoever. It could simply be like he was saying he was exhausted, but I wouldn't put it at this point. Holding a cardboard sign on a corner would actually be a good move for him.
Like they was talking about Max B. I mean, you give credit where credit's due. If a man did a bid and he held his own and he was a man about it, then cool, give him his credit. I'm all for that. But don't run around repping like, oh, he did 8 years or whatever, like it's cool. Like that's his claim to fame. Like, bro, that sucks. There's nothing cool about that. And you could sit here and put some fake rings on him and say, oh, yeah, now he's successful. No, you want him to be successful. You know the truth? New York can't make anyone successful. That's literally what they proved to me. Fat Joe, I mean, look at that. I mean, you got that.
New York has been making people successful pretty much since it was New York City. Up until now, of course. That part's over.
His actual rap name. Who else? Remy Ma, all of them. I mean, it's a joke, bro. Nobody takes New York seriously because New York ain't to be taken seriously. If you want to be taken seriously, New York, then you need to learn how to produce actual success. And that's the thing. Everybody's talking. Everybody want to be on social media arguing and bickering back and forth, but you ain't putting in that work in the studio in the booth. See, what I'm saying is, let's go back to reality. Let's come back to reality. Let's quit the nonsense. Let's quit playing in front and pretending. And let's get back to reality where we acknowledge what it is and admit, hey.
Yeah, Blue, that is crazy. And he acknowledged at the very beginning of this particular thing that we're watching that he knew everybody was asleep. That's because he doesn't have what one might call an international audience. He doesn't have an audience of anything except trolls and haters, but you already know that or you wouldn't be here.
Everybody needs to work a lot more. Steve Styles could work on his craft. They could have been collaborating. Why would you not collaborate with someone that's on a bigger platform? Because Steve Styles got a problem admitting that I'm a much bigger, I'm not even bigger. I'm a celebrity and he's a regular individual. These folks want to pretend and perpetrate that they're celebs, but they're not celebrities and I am. And I'm not trying to be one. I'm a gangster. So you see how awkward it is? Because it's like...
Yeah, we just saw how awkward it is. I'm a gangster. You saying that is absolutely awkward. It should be awkward for you to say it because I can guarantee you it's awkward for us to hear it. And to your question, Ledge, I don't know why he's not going live. I really don't. You know he's on 6th Street. You know he's where the action is, baby. And I don't know. I think it's maybe risky for him to be on 6th Street. I have got to imagine at all the places that he shit at, there's got to be one or two people in that area who, if they saw him, it might not be so kind, but you know, it's not going to happen. A little wishful thinking never hurt anyone except Tyree Sneed.
It's like everybody wants the attention. I'm not even asking for it, and it's all coming to me. Like, that's the actual truth. You know what I mean? So I was just always me. So if the lights get the flashing, if the lights get the flashing now, and now the attention on me, okay, watch what I do with it. You understand? Because the attention shit was always on me and should have always been on me, but it should have been good, positive attention. You understand? So, like I said, folks feel some way. I don't care. I mean, feel any way you want. Folks are mad at my success. I mean, that's to be expected. It's not only to be expected, but it's a good thing. It means that I'm doing something right. If I wasn't doing everything right, folks wouldn't be mad at my success.
You know, there's that saying, well, if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. That's bullshit. That's fucking horseshit. That's just people with people that hate them trying to blow it off.
12 likes, 6 in the box. I'm getting paid piss aid to talk. And I'm not local, and I'm not the Brownsville anything. I'm worldwide, homie. All right, homeboy? You understand? So what?
Is there anything more punchable? I don't think so.
What do you mean? Like I said, it's just funny. It would be one thing if I was a guy that just dressed up in a costume. Never. Been working, doing this my entire life, even before I put on a bat suit. I shut down underground illegal organizations for a living. I was doing it my entire life. I win no matter what. I've already talked about it 8 million times. So, I mean, you think this is easy? My vest is falling apart right now. It's literally going to end up coming undone. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with the plate. I got to build new suits. I mean, it's nothing easy about this. I'm tired. I don't have a friend in this world. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a wife. I don't have a support system. Every day I wake up, nobody asks me, hey, have you eaten anything? Hey, are you okay? I don't get any of that. See, all these women, they get that every day. They get emotional support. Are you okay, darling? You okay there, pumpkin? Is your emotional state good? I don't get that.
You don't get that because no one fucking cares. Okay? And all those things that you were claiming that you were lacking, you want them to take care of you. My fucking God. You don't want to do anything for yourself. Anything whatsoever. Oh my, it's fucking endless, dude. What the fuck? There you are at like what, 2 a.m. your time, talking into a phone because you're terrified to go to sleep. And yeah, this is something that I haven't brought up. No doubt, every shelter in the area of 6th Street in Guadalupe, or however the locals say it, East Bend, He's been kicked from all of them. Maybe try a different part of town, you stupid git.
I am literally like in a pack of wolves. I might as well wake up next to lions. Like, no joke. And like lions roaring like as loud as they can and just wake up like, all right, brothers.
Okay, so a guy in a trench coat sleeping on the sidewalk next to you with a empty bottle and a bag is a lion now. Okay, please welcome Just Chillin'. He's been here a couple of minutes, actually, but you know how it gets with me sometimes.
We're going to go do this today. Like, I'm leading the lions. Like, no joke. That's how real this is. Like, that's how rough and hard and tough things have been for me. So what can anyone tell me?
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm sure them folks is pressing triggered and mad as always because I'm getting some money.
We're mad, pressed, and triggered as always because you managed to combine cowardice and pure evil in the same package. Thank God. I say it quite a bit, but it's always worth saying. Thank God you're a complete cunt. A total chicken ass coward. Otherwise, you'd be a threat to society. You really would be. You know, put some physical ability together with that mind that's super God. But fortunately, God saw fit to, oh, well, this one's too lethal. I better put this thing inside a total tunk.
You know what I mean? So now that I got a little bit of money, anytime I make money, they mad. Like, I can't believe that you're going to act out and show some more erratic behavior and talk backwards and indirectly. And you feel some way. What, I'm not supposed to make money?
No, you're not supposed to make money. One for the listeners from Blue. He hasn't worn his do-rag in a while. I wonder if he used it to plug the hole in his shoe.
Made money. Why you got to go out your way to tell me that you feel some way that I'm getting paid, though? This is my money. It ain't even got nothing to do with this. What are you talking about? They jelly of my success. Okay. They jelly because I was always the king.
All right. This might.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Something that Sheriff has mentioned from time to time. There are times where you miss things because you're too busy doing this backstage stuff that makes this whole thing go. So let me hit the letter J. I want to take it back about what? Let's go back 40 seconds. Okay. Now I'm going to try to pay attention. My marijuana-addled mind is going to try to pay a little bit of attention to this thing. I just have to hear if indeed, like Mr. Metal Skull said, listeners, Sneed just said he wants to be a girl that's been
roaring like as loud as they can and just wake up like, all right, brothers, we're going to go do this today. Like, I'm leading the lions. Like, no joke. That's how real this is. Like, that's how rough and hard and tough things have been for me. So what can anyone tell me? So, yeah, I'm sure them folks is pressing triggered and mad as always because I'm getting some money.
Pretty good, Joe.
You know what I mean? So now that I got a little bit of money, anytime I make money, they mad. Like, I can't believe that you're going to act out and show some more erratic behavior and talk backwards and indirectly. And you feel some way. What, I'm not supposed to make money? I always made money. Why you got to go out your way to tell me that you feel some way that I'm getting paid, though? This is my money. It ain't even got nothing to do with this.
Okay, or as it puts me straight, he posted that video like 2 or 3 days ago of the tarot reading saying that he was a divine princess. Obviously, I read that for the listeners, but I'm going to read it again. Oh, yeah, he posted that video like 2 or 3 days ago of the tarot reading saying he was a divine princess. Boy, yeah, it sounds like he's kind of a catcher to me.
What are you talking about? They jelly of my success. They jelly because I was always the king. I'm just telling you the truth. All them folks, nowhere near my radar, nowhere near my level. I can't compete because they're not competition. I've offered to help and work with everyone. I offered to work with C Styles and collaborate. Still offering. I offered to work with the Ping one a long time ago. He ruined that. I offered to work with all of these people, all the folks on YouTube. I told them, hey, it'll be like the East Coast, West Coast thing with rap. They said, he's crazy, remember? All the folks mad at me are folks we offered the opportunity. Like I said, you could have grabbed an umbrella and that's all you needed. And you could have been the penguin and been the best penguin that you could be. And you would have gotten filthy rich. You would have made tons of money. It's too late now. The opportunity is past because you didn't want to listen.
Well, it sounds like your evening is going to get much more interesting than anything going on here, or is it?
I own the penguin. He don't like it when I say. He gets his feelings when I say. That's why I say it. Yeah. See, you don't get it. Like, I'm a monster. Like, folks really think that I'm like this nice guy. Like, I can be, but like I have a sense of humor. Like you're sick. Like you really don't understand. Like, I'm one cold, calculated dude. Like, for real.
You have no clue what you're going to do 5 minutes from now. Cold and calculated? No. You're calculated? You? Really?
There's a reason why I've gotten to this point. You have to understand. I had to, you-know-what myself into this position. Raw spelled backwards. I had to do that to get to this position. Like what 50 Cent said, I don't know if he did or not. I'm not going to take it away from him. I'm sure he did. He's from Queens. A lot of the New York stuff, man, I'm sorry, but it's just fake to me. I'm not saying that is, but I'm saying a lot of it, I don't buy it. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not saying...
Nobody gives a fuck if you buy it or not. Do you understand me? And if I remember correctly, now he's going to make some stupid little noises.
I'm not saying there's not real elements to it. It is real, but
you see
the fact that they act like the world is like scared or like, no, not at all, bro. Like, bro, New York is not even that big of a problem. Now, Chicago, I don't know. See, Chicago, I think, is the problem. That's what I'm concerned about. Like, Chicago makes me worry. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's nothing that really nothing scares me. Chicago. Hey,
listeners, Just Chillin' brings up an excellent point. Speaking of Tyree Sneed, you own the penguin, but he backs you down every time he's in your face. Absolutely. All of a sudden, he's not talking shit anymore. He's being really nice. He's not backing up his rhetoric one fucking bit. And I just noticed that little screenshot that I left there for all of you. That one's so dainty. I'm going to go ahead and leave that up for a few seconds, but it is getting ready to go away in 3, 2, 1.
Chicago don't scare me, but Chicago makes me really just think. Like, because I know the elites are tied into all this stuff, and the elites, they fear me too. So it's like, I'm trying to be humble when I say this. I'm trying to do content. I'm kind of joking, but not really. I mean, Chicago is a rough place from everything I see and hear. I've been through it. Never really spent a lot of time there. But the thing is, like I said, all them homeboys from Chicago, when I was in Green Bay, I was winning. That's all I'm going to say. They was always backing down. So I'm not saying that Chicago impresses me at all, but what I'm saying is Chicago is a place that I would be a little bit more wary. I would be a little more worried and concerned with what I do.
Why?
But like I said,
why would you be? Why would you be more wary and concerned with what you do? And look at the look of fear in his fucking eyes right now. You should be running toward it, right? You are Batman. You are the protector. You are the dispenser of justice. Why are you scared of Chicago? Huh? Why? Why are you scared of Chicago? I want an answer. I'm asking for an answer from a video that was recorded almost a day ago. Maybe I'm cracking up a little bit myself.
I mean, we're going to have to get over that real quick because of what I do for a living. Like, I'm going to do this. I don't care how anyone feels. This is what I do. I go to work on these blocks. We're going to restructure everything. We're going to change everything. We're going to figure out who folks work for, and we're going to figure out the entire system. And I'm going to basically be able to dismantle the entire system like I've already done. We're talking about all of this illegal activity, right? Everything that the cops and all these agencies claim to do that they don't, right? This one man standing in front of you, right, is who is able to shut down all of that illegal activity nationwide, making me the prime force and the dominating force within that market of whatever stopping crime and corruption.
But you're afraid of Chicago. Then everything you said was bullshit because everything you always say is bullshit. Please welcome a new arrival here at the Negative 43 TV studios. Please welcome to Sneedville, HP Warcraft, who says we would get pressed daily in Chicago. Yes, he most certainly would.
You need a Batman.
And the Woody Allen in a trench coat thing really adds something to it.
I'm way more effective. They can't come close. And their job description doesn't allow them to do what I will do, because I don't care. I'll operate right in front of them and win. I'm a gangster. I'm a street dude. I don't have a boss. I don't answer to no one. That makes me what? Powerful. And the other word.
What's the other word? What's the other word there, princess? It doesn't make you powerful. It makes you a bum that refuses to work. And yes, his nose has been broken before. A few years ago, he was, when he was off for 6 weeks, that's because his jaw was broken. But I suspect it was broken in the same little punch up at a bar that he used to work at. He was gone for 6 weeks, and when he came back, his nose was no longer what one might refer to as straight. Yes, indeed, HB, he enjoys being unemployed.
You understand? It's about power. I'm not power hungry. I'm doing this because I'm giving power, like Robin Hood. I give power to the people. I don't like seeing evil folks with fake power. I'm just a normal person just like you. Like I said, I'm basically a kid in a grown man's body. So I'm here to protect the youth, and I want to see the youth be able to walk on the streets and feel safe. That's why I do what I do. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy to bad people. You understand? How you doing? I'm the bad guy to bad people. I'm the bad guy to people who have always been bad and evil. So if anybody against me, you know they're evil already, because I'm the son of God and I'm truly righteous, and all I'm trying to do is help the kids. That's why I do this, to protect the youth.
You know, that what I read a moment ago from Blue, I didn't read it enough. Everybody, listeners, check this out. Has his nose been broken before? Yes. It looks like it's curving to the left. It is. Or is it just part of the fact that his nose is slowly morphing into a penis? How I missed the punchline, I will never know.
Oh, yeah, and these other homies, too. I heard you was in Port Isabel, homie, that you know what your name used to be, your screen name about Southeast Texas, you posing. And like I said, he tried to act like he do that fake stuff they talking about that should be considered illegal. And he tried to hide behind that, and he is that, right? And you was in Port Isabel, but you ducking. They all ducking. You ducking, homie, because you know I run Brownsville. And I run Port Isabel. I run the Valley, homie. I'm for real. I'll tell you straight up. So, I mean, they ducking. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, come on, man. The homie looked like he weighed like 500 pounds, bro. You know what I mean? He was typing comments for years. He was always on my account, on my page, man. That's a grown man too, bro. And look, and he worked with the corrupt. He worked with them. They was over there doing him favors. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna do this for me? Oh." Like a little butterball. You understand? Like, you see me, like, I be respectful to everybody, but I'm a street dude. I don't run and tell. I don't run to other people for my problems. Everything I've said.
You don't run and tell, but oh boy. You don't run and tell, but it might have even been in this video not too long ago. You did say that you would call the cops on someone. Oh, God. Don't look in its eyes too long. You'll turn into a pillar of salt. Anyway, it's going away in 3, 2, 1.
Has remained true, right? Nothing has changed. You don't ever see me on camera looking, acting fake, looking crazy, looking silly. But you do with the Migos. You do with the culture. You do with all these fake rappers.
It absolutely is. Again, we all know that the end of his nose is now flat because of that mask.
You do with all the New Yorkers. You do with all the Knicks fans. You do with all this time. I mean, just call it what it is. We gonna keep winning. We gonna keep on looking good and being real. You understand? And we need to stop acting like you get brownie points with all this fake stuff and this acting like they're like this is a birthday party. That's what folks act like. Like, this surprise random stuff is tough. It's not tough.
This here is a birthday party, remember?
You Y'all folks are upset with your own communities. We're here to protect the community. It's always been like this. You have some organizations, if you want to call it that operate at a lower level, and they are against their own communities because they have the devil and Satan. And then you have the guys like me, the bigger organization, if you want to call it that. I'm not an organization. I'm just one man, but I mean, I guess, kind of, right? But you understand what I'm saying? Like, you have the
one man and very disorganized
bigger organization that comes in and says, nah, we ain't going to let that happen. We're going to start standing up and protecting our community. That's what I do. All this I'm a gangster stuff, I ain't hearing it because I'm the biggest gangster there ever was. Because I stand on my own. I really have, like, history. You understand? Like, you talk about Philly, like I said, talk about OBH Goonie Gang, what happened with them. Talk about that rapper. You know who I'm talking about. Not Cassidy, his homie, for a while, and then they fell out. Cassidy can't get along with anyone because he's fake too.
So anybody that has any knowledge relative to any of this, how long ago was Cassidy? I'm going to guess 2015-ish.
You understand? He ain't never had no money. Cassidy looked like he weighed 40 pounds soaking wet. So I'm saying, like, and we going to be in Philly too. I'm going to talk to Philly cats. Like, if I said that right now, you know what they do in Philly? If I said that right now in Philly, they would be in their feelings immediately and see some dude on the block might get upset and then sit there in front and pretend.
But on your way to New York, you were in Philadelphia, and guess what? No one cared.
And, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the point of fronting and pretending in the street when y'all was never built like that?
Okay, Blue brings this old man up to speed. Cassidy was popular during the period of time between 2004 and 2006. 20 years ago, 22 years ago, you pick. He's, Arrested Development. Why, you bet.
I own my own league. You don't have to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't have to act in front on camera. You could just ask me for a waiver and you sign a waiver and it can, everything can be talked about or whatever off camera.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And the best thing about it, HP, is that you can do that with no guilt whatsoever because this guy is such an evil piece of shit.
And see, this is the thing people don't get is, like, you got a lot of people trying to front. Like, I mean, you front with me if you want, bro. Like, real talk. Like, that's what people don't get. Like, I'm really like 50 Cent walking around. Like, what they portrayed him to be, I'm the real thing.
Sean Cassidy. And really, truly, I felt bad for David Cassidy. I did. He was pigeonholed. You know what David Cassidy wanted to do? He wanted to rock. He wanted to rock relatively hard, and they wouldn't let him. They would not let him.
Told my story, a lot of it. So if you want to front, go ahead. I ain't worried. I ain't scared of nothing, bro. Like, I'm the real monster. I'm trying to hold back. That's what folks don't get.
I mean, he was into shit like, Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath. I mean, he wanted to do some not that heavy, but he wanted to rock, and the system wouldn't let him.
Yeah, I really be looking out for y'all. Like, I'm really what I say I am, bro. Don't get it twisted, homie. That's the difference. Like, they don't understand. Like, I have multiple options. Like, for real. Like, you go front if you want, bro. Like, I'm in the street just like you. I'm getting money and y'all ain't. In all them cities, if I was in Philly right now, ain't one dude on the block in Philly getting no money. No, they ain't getting a dime. But they want to talk about, Philly's so tough. Philly tough. They was doing the same thing out there in them other states. They was sitting there talking, I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. Remember what I did at that function? Because I'm a grown man.
Nice little flash of lightning outside my window, and I've got headphones on. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a problem. Oh, God, I hope not.
And I can't act right. I'm in my 60s, and I want to run around acting like I'm tough. They be right in front of me talking. I don't put up with nothing. Sitting there making comments. Yeah, I could tell you from Texas because the way you dress. Yeah, I dress nice. Now, you, however, were complaining about the heat.
You dress nice? You dress nice. You dress like this all of the time, except every now and again you don't have the Batman stuff on. Good fucking God. Look nice. Look nice. Look at the soles of your shoes. Anybody wearing shoes that trash, you ain't looking nice. You ain't looking tight. You ain't looking clean.
And that you couldn't handle it because you were stuck at a bus stop with your wife because you're homeless. You're real tough.
Like you.
Tough would be going and getting a job. kind of what Charles Wofford doesn't want to do.
Tough would be going back to get your fucking wallet. That would be tough there, Angel Eyes. Go back, stand up like a man and say, hey, give me my fucking wallet back. And then when he says no, take it from him. But you won't do it because you're all talk, all facade, 100% pussy, with indeed a nose that is slowly turning into a dick 44 minutes after the hour.
Go work at your Carl's Jr. and get your hat. You'd be great flipping burgers at Carl's Jr., Charles. You're messing up.
But you can't
These
get
folks
hired.
don't get, I'm really a gangster. Like, I'm a goon. Like, I'm crazy. So, like, if you want to front, okay, but I just don't see the point in it because it's not a good option. I'm really looking out for you.
No HP's not. He's going to be 37 years old on the 21st of this month, and we'll be on the air. But yeah, his life is over. He's a tumbleweed in this life. And again, you know, any guilt that you might have for mocking this guy is taken away by the fact that he is truly a piece of shit. If he had any guts at all, what he would be capable of would be indescribable.
For real. That's how
yes,
crazy I am with it. That's what folks don't get. Like, I'm for real, bro. I'm a monster, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the folks don't try to make me mad. They try to keep me nice. Try to keep me in a good mood. Like, Mr. Sneed, would you like another crumpet?
True.
We don't want a repeat of your episode last year. At this anniversarial function. Mr. Sneed, he's got to be kept calm at all times. Because when he loses it, that boy, he's capable of anything.
When he loses it, that boy, he gets on a bus.
Like, for real, we're all capable of anything, brother. You know what I mean? That's what folks don't get. You know, folks want to front, oh, I'm crazy. You don't know the meaning of crazy, boy. You understand? For real, bro. Trust me, I do whatever for mine.
Oh, yeah, not the kind of crazy you're talking about. Dude, you are case study mental. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding about this one bit. It's almost surprising to me that psychiatric schools, let's say, aren't using your videos as teaching tools. Tell me what is wrong with this guy. Show me what you know, because this one's going to be tough or easy, depending on how up you are on shit. Yes, indeed. He is completely out of his mind. Completely.
Well, I'm a fool with mine. For real. You know what I mean? I really come from that. You know what I mean? Y'all talk about all these different places, this and that. Man, I got history in all them streets.
You'll never make it to 50, Just.
I'm looking at streets right now. I got actual history, stripes. You know what a stripe is, right? You know how you get a stripe? Okay. I got stripes on street everywhere, all over the valley. See, that's the thing. I'm going to always be the same tough street dude. I was never acting, and folks are mad because they thought being fake and faking it till you make it and not being from the street but portraying that you was like Curly Stone in the 5-Star Money Gang, they thought that was going to get them somewhere, and now they finding out the rude awakening that it's not. So now they mad.
Oh, yes. Perfect. Although I do believe I've seen some screen caps of this over on Discord. Matter of fact, I know I have, but by golly, here's one for you right now. He thinks he's making fun of people. He thinks this is what I like to call a sick bird. And all he ever does is just make himself look worse. He has a gift for making himself look worse. Everything's decaying in real time.
That's them. See, when I was talking all that mess on the internet, when I had all the money, I was being real. I was just reacting. I would
like, for example, I'd like to know what happened to give him a permanent limp that he did not used to have. There's something going on with them their feet, and there's probably something going on with his blood sugar because everything he takes in is sugar. Sugar and processed food that contains sugar. I love my Coke. Coca-Cola, of course, he wouldn't have the balls to try cocaine.
Being
And thank God for that. Could you imagine?
myself. Hold on.
Hold on. Now he's grinning maniacally. Yes, indeed, gas station food. You betcha. Speaking of which, we may have one more smoke 'em if you got 'em. We may not. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, this part of our program is being brought to you by, yes, it is, being brought to you by gas station brand hot dogs. Always hot, always fresh, juicy, and delicious. And remember, for a limited time, you can stop in and get a Joey Can't Afford It special. That's 12 hot dogs, 12 bags of wrap chips, and 2-liter bottles of, what was it here? It'll come up to, Tampico for only $95. Oh, God, that was such a good segue. Oh, it's not my fault. He's not talking. Okay, let me catch up with a couple of comments while we're waiting for him to do something.
So yeah, like I said, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm a man's man. I'm a real dude. Like I said, that's all I am. I never claimed to be nothing I'm not, but I am a gangster and I am a street dude and I run the streets. And that I'm not playing about. And that's the thing. I'm not ever going to change. I was never looking for no fame. I'm just myself. That's why folks love me, because they like, man, he's real and he's who he is. Like, we gonna be the same thing no matter what, whether you paying attention or not. You understand?
Yeah, I'm not totally off of sugar. I do try to avoid it insofar as I can.
Asked to be famous. God wanted me to be famous.
And that's really rather a lot.
Y'all make me famous. You know what I'm saying? My haters make me famous. I love my haters. I love you, hater. Hi, hater. Right? So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't care, man. You know what I mean? Like, you understand, like, it all comes back to me. I'm going to sit on camera. I'm going to tell you how you earn stripes.
You just might, Blue.
I'm explaining you the whole game. Let's play the game. Let's play the real game now. All that other sideshow stuff you don't get no points for that, man. Whatever you talking about, like I said, it is what it is. I could care less. You know what I mean? Like, I build my own bat suits, bro. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. You know, like, that's the thing. Folks be talking and talking. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I paid $10,000 for my bulletproof vest. You see, it's all real, right? So what are you talking about? Right? And so, I mean, it is what it is. Like me, I mean, no, I'm truly prepared every day, prepared for whatever. You know, just like Batman always has, like, what do they call it? He has, like, it's a way to say it. I forget off top, but, you know, he has a way to map out his operations and how he's going to move. And if something goes wrong, then he's got a way to counter that, you know? So it is what it is, man. Like I said, let folks be in their feelings. Let them do what they do. I'm back. And like I said, man, we going to figure it out, man. Like I said, I really would like to expand to the West Coast. So I'm going to try to see if I could figure that out somehow. I mean, I'm going to have a hard time right now because things are just hard for me, period. I'm trying to figure out what my move's going to be. I'm trying to figure out what to do. These systems don't help. Folks don't help, especially when I'm trying to run my business. But I got to try to figure it out, man.
Your first step toward help is to admit that you're not running a business. You are not open nationwide. You're not. You don't have any businesses. You don't. Until you admit that, you're hopeless. Since you'll never admit that, well, you know.
I don't have time to waste. You know what I mean? So I'll talk to you in a minute, man. Much love. And like I said, man, I just want to make the world a better place. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the...
And at that point, we still have 12 minutes to go. So we should be out of here by about, 10 minutes after the top of the next hour.
Thing, you don't see me going back and forth with people online because I'm above all of them. I am the best. I know I'm the best. These folks ain't never been competition. I'm a god. Are you serious? Talk about mere mortals and regular human beings like we the same, bro. I've been...
Quality equipment, him.
Then they immediately respect me. You see, in New York, we asked homie about the channel, whatever. He was like, "Yeah, I heard of it." I was surprised. I was like, "Wait a minute, you heard about me?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I heard about."
Why would you be surprised about it? I thought you were a celebrity.
About it, like I'm like, yeah, because I get busy. Like, that's the truth. I'm not playing, bro. I ain't out here with no camera, bro. I'm out here working, bro. I was in New York looking to see what was gonna happen, and everywhere I was at, nothing happened. Pretty much. You understand? Everything else is whatever. I wouldn't explain it to you anyway, right? I wouldn't tell you. See, that's the thing folks don't get. They want to keep on talking about, yeah, you need to show this. Publicize. I'm not showing you nothing. I'll show you what pay me. You want to pay me, then we can show you something. Other than that, I'm good. You ain't going to see nothing. This is street stuff.
I can see somebody putting Joey's head on Al Pacino's body, a little Scarface.
See, I run the streets. I don't run a telephone line. I don't run a Hooters. I run the streets. It's different. We don't talk. We don't do no talking. I'm not trying to talk. So like I said, I mean, ain't none of these folks tough. Folks want a free pass to be part of what I'm doing. Y'all want like the Willy Wonka golden ticket. No, just no, it's not free. I earned this. You understand? So all that, people mad at me, people think this and that. Ain't nobody capable of nothing. These folks ain't never going to do nothing to say nothing. They could try their hardest like every other enemy that lost. I'll just put it like that. You think everyone else didn't think it was Billy Tough Guy? You really think? You think all of this history and all these stories about me, if you really ask real stories, you think all of them didn't think they were just like you, that they were somehow smarter than me or bigger than me? You don't think? Come on, homie. Y'all got me messed up, bro. Like, real talk, bro. Y'all got me completely confused. You understand? Real talk. See, that's...
Ocean sunfish are smarter than you. That's pretty bad. For the mass of the body, I think their brain's about the size of, what, a quarter? Somebody look that up for me.
The problem, bro. Like, that's the thing with that penguin and that brother, too. Like, I ain't never talking to them again. Don't ever come around me. Are you serious on that fake stuff? You didn't say that's how you felt. You came around me kissing up. That's what fake dudes do. That's cowardly. You understand? Like I said, I told you the truth. They want to act like, oh, they trolling. Like, I don't got time for you, bro. If you trying to be cool and have fun, that's one thing. Like, nah, I saw what you did when you was leaving. I saw, bro. I heard it. I told you I heard it. Like, nah, bro, that's not cool. That's not funny. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you feel that way, cool. But keep your distance. That's all. You know what I mean? Because they ain't street dudes. They was never in the street. So you ain't getting no stripes with me. Just go your own direction. I don't even know you like that.
Okay, I had to look it up because I just had to. The ocean sunfish, otherwise known as a mola mola, has an incredibly small brain for its massive size. An adult weighing 440 pounds can have a brain that weighs less than 4 to 5 grams, roughly the size of a walnut or peanut.
I don't be talking to these dudes. I don't know them. So when you a stranger, much less, I don't owe you anything. So I'm letting all you strangers know, like, I don't know who you think I am, but you got me confused. I'm not going to get upset and come talk on a camera. I don't care. I want to know why you keep acting with me when, like I said, the penguin and the brother, they don't come from the street. They're not tough guys. None of that, bro. No, like, what do you do? You have no respect in the valley, man, or anywhere, bro. Like, you're not even known and you don't even travel, bro. You're mad at me. You want to copy my lifestyle and can't come close. That's it. You want to be. That's it. That's as far as it goes. You don't get no shine off me, homie. You understand? And I didn't give you permission to use my content. Like, real talk. Like, real talk, you want to be real, you need to take them videos down. Now. Actually. Now I'm talking. I'm telling you. So, what's up? Exactly. Other than that, nah. You now, if you want to have a video up with me, cool. I mean, at least $50, and that's being nice because we know that you don't have money.
No, and he hasn't mentioned it this week, but the $100 competition fee, oh my God, that is one of the most disconnected from reality things I've ever heard in my life.
See, it's the opposite of what they saying. These folks want to front and pretend. Like, nah, you want to act. Like, no, that's the thing. That brother come around and he's moving around with a dollar bill. Talking about a dollar, like that dollar was power. Like, bro, you talking about not even $5 dudes with a dude who's literally the self-made trillionaire, the only one who ever existed. I don't got time.
I'm at that time of month myself where a $20 bill would be big news. It's the whole Social Security blues.
You understand? See, that's the thing. They all know what it is. They come around me. They know this big money. This official tissue. Like, you want to be around the gangster. You want to be cool with the gangster. You want to be cool with the actual cool guy. Like, I tried. Y'all don't know how to act. Y'all don't want to be respectful and be nice. I went out my way to be nice to him, man. I was a good friend to homeboy. Ask him the truth. Tell him to say the truth. I didn't do anything but be there for that dude, man. You know what I mean? It really hurts, to be honest. It hurts that he feel that way. It really do. At least I can be honest. It hurts. It hurts that he feel that way after everything I've done for him. I'm not saying like I did a whole bunch of stuff for him. Like I was always there for that dude. Always. For the Penguin, I was always good to him. Always. I was always nice to him. I made the album with him. I tried to make the music. I've never been nothing but fair and righteous towards him. So for him to sit there and keep lying and then keep blatantly showing his behavior that he feels some way about my success, that's crazy.
Anybody that would feel any way about success that you'd have would be crazy because you've never had any success. Hey, listeners, coming at you from HP Warcraft, so you know it's going to be good. He says his parents should have sent him to military school or at least beat the shit out of him. Well, Daddy was none too kind to him. None too kind at all. I'm sure that he's seen and felt about way more than one time. We're talking about a man that backed him up against a door and threw tennis balls at him because he wouldn't keep his shoulder in when he was trying to catch a baseball. So yeah, that'll teach him. Let me get a bunch of tennis balls and hurl these things at my son as hard as I can at about 25 feet. Yeah, Daddy fucked him up a whole lot. And as far as beating the shit out of him, it is strongly suspected that would be the lightest of things that Sneed's daddy did to him, and you can figure out what I mean.
That's insane, bro. So, like I said, it is what it is. He go to tropical. So enough said. Folks only go to tropical for one reason, and it ain't for a vacation. For real. Right?
Tropical is a loony bin, a loony center.
Right? You understand? Like, no, homie, like, you know who you talking to? What do you mean? This is how I talk. I'm not acting. What are you talking about? See, you want to be on some fake stuff, bro. We don't need to talk, period. Because I can't do fake energies. I don't got the patience anymore. Like, I'm all right, bro. Like, real talk. Like, it's crazy to me, bro. Like, you know, just say you a fan and that's it and move on, bro. That's what they are. They're fans. You know? Cool. No problem. That's why I always try to be nice. I try to be nice to all my fans. But you got to act right. There's a way you got to act. And if you're not going to act that way, then I really don't have to act. I don't owe you anything.
How do you have to act? I'm betting it has something to do with being completely spazzed out.
No matter what. That's all. So all these folks who like disgruntled and keep driving in their cars and saying weird stuff, okay, stay mad.
Okay, I will, Ledge. I can't answer that question for you. I believe he had met Jared before I even arrived in Sneedville myself.
That's all I got to say. Stay mad, be big mad. I mean, like I said, they all powerless. You know, there's nothing you could do. Nothing. You're not going to ever do anything about it. You're going to sit there and you're going to watch me succeed like you have since day one, boy. All of them. You understand? That's all. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm from the hood and ghetto and you from the suburbs and you want to front? What? So what is you looking for? Come on, man. I think ahead, man. You know what I mean? Nah, they want a reaction or a response. That's why they keep making up stories saying, yeah, he did this. He did that.
They're not making up stories. They're telling the truth. Okay, that's enough drifting for one show. I do believe we're going to go out here on the strongest note we can possibly go out on. Ladies and gentlemen, it is smoke 'em if you got 'em. And as always, if you don't smoke them, have a little something to drink. Have a nice snack of some sort or another. Always remember, smoke 'em if you got 'em is all about what makes you. Yes, you sitting right there. It's all about what makes you happy.
He was over here acting full. And I'm literally just sitting down somewhere minding my business. And you think I want to talk to people who are actively slandering my name?
It's impossible to slander your name. Your name's worthless. It's impossible to slander you because slander is generally considered something that's not true. I can say the most horrible things about you, and the likelihood is that they are in fact going to be true, and if they are, they're not slanderous anyway. Negasonic answers Ledgeview's question. Might be interesting to some of you listeners too. Ledgeview wanted to know when Jared and him met, and Negasonic has the answer. He says he met Jared in 2012. He said that's what Jared told me. Under what circumstances, I'm not sure. Something to do with maybe day labor, I'm betting. Maybe. Oh, come on.
That's a game. That's a joke. There's nothing funny about that. Like I said, keep your distance. I don't need to talk to you at any point. None of these folks. If you ain't with me and I'm well aware, obviously, what are we talking for? You don't need to come near me, bro. You know what I mean? Real talk. And I honestly, I've never run to other people for my problems, and I'm not now. But like I said, there has to be a paper trail created on this, because what you're doing is cowardly and it's weird.
Quit talking about yourself like that, as we do usually in the last Smoke 'em if you got 'em. It is, in fact, time for a toast. So lift your joint in the air, your drink, your bag of potato chips. What the hell? Lift your dab rig up in the air and let's have a toast to us together yet again on Saturday Madness. Here is, of course, to you, 4 minutes after the top of the hour. Before I even hit the button, look at that. Look at that. He's seen apparitions. Absolutely seeing something there. Holy shit, fuck Batman. It's going away in 3, 2, 1.
Well, people want to come around. Okay, I'm calling the people every time. Every time folks come around, I'm calling and I'm making a report. Yes, because at some point you have...
Right there he is calling the cops.
Have to. You don't have a choice. See, that's the thing folks don't get. What fame showed me and what this is teaching me is literally you don't have a choice. At some point, you got to start, taking the right measures to do the right things. And, you have to create a paper trail, because these folks just don't stop. Like I said, why? Because it's a cop-out. I don't know what point they're trying to prove. They're not proving any point. The point they're proving is a point no one will want to prove. They're just proving how soft they are. That's all they're doing. Let them do it. Chickity puff. That's all they're doing. You see me, I'm good, right?
I don't believe I can let that go without hearing that one more time. And if you're like me, you feel the same way. Back 10 seconds. Get ready for Jigglypuff, everybody. It's really dumb, and it makes you want to fracture his jaw in no less than 5 different places. You'll like it.
Point no one will want to prove.
Or not.
They're just proving how soft they are. That's all they're doing. Let them do it. Jigglypuff. That's all they're doing.
Oh, God.
You see me, I'm good, right? Look at Fabio. Look at me, I'm good, right? See that?
Your teeth are covered with plaque. You're missing your front 2 teeth. Your teeth are turning literally black at the gum line. Most of them are loose. You haven't brushed your teeth in years because your teeth are too sensitive to mint-flavored toothpaste and toothbrushes. You can't handle it. And alcohol-based mouth rinses? Oh, forget about all that. Forget about the unalcoholic ones too, because they managed to hurt his cavities and his abscesses too.
That's the thing. Folks want to pretend. Folks want to all speak for me and speak on me, but then when I'm around, they don't talk the same way. Yeah, because all that stuff been fake. That's some Valley stuff. Sorry.
He is 100% Jigglypuff, Just. I got to give you that.
And I'm here trying to give the Valley a good name and rep the Valley, and I'm going to continue to. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, right there, see, I got no problem with that. They're cool. So that's what I'm saying. Just be a normal person. All the Valley we were celebrating that day, and the Penguin, he go make a false call. He make a fake meme about it and go post it publicly. He admitted to a federal crime and a felony, and nothing happened. Come on, man. How does that make me feel? I'm supposed to have any faith? Like I said, just because people say something, I don't care if it's the commissioner, whoever, the sergeant, I don't care. Just because they say, oh, it's safe and there's nothing going on, that means nothing to me, because everything has been corrupt for years.
Here he is worried about being in danger. Worried about being in danger. They say it's safe, but I don't trust them because they're corrupt. Yeah, hopefully they would lie to you and send you into a neighborhood that isn't so much a place to live as it is a meat grinder.
So they're corrupt. I'm not hearing it. So just because they make a statement, that doesn't mean it's reality. That's the problem, is that folks that work these jobs just want to go along with it like, oh, he said it, so that's what it is. No, not at all. That's where I come in. I investigate privately. I'm an investigator. Bro, do you understand I'm a private detective? Independent detective, and I'm a gangster on the streets. I'm the real deal. The legend. So what are you talking about? I look into the matter and I figure out for myself. You don't tell me what anything is, right? And I still be respectful and nice to people, but come on. Like, no, you're not going to sit here and fool me. You can't tell me that things are happening to this capacity, try to change the story in the news articles, and then say, oh, it's safe. No, it ain't safe. If it was safe, folks wouldn't be coming around me driving and talking weird.
If it's not safe, run right to it. Batman would run to the danger. Here's Batman worried about his fucking safety. Worried about your fucking safety. Anybody smell like vagina? I do.
Doing all this weirdo stuff. There ain't nothing safe about this place. And that's my whole issue right now. You know why I'm doing what I'm doing? Half of it? Because I want to feel safe like any normal person. I want to feel safe where I live. I want to be at peace. I want to be happy. See, where I live is one thing. That's a whole different story, right? Than when I'm working or cities I'm moving around.
If you were working, you would be looking for conflict in order to move toward it. Batman and being concerned for his safety. I don't know a whole lot about the canon of Batman. Certainly recently, I don't see that there's going to be an overlap or an intersection to that. Oh boy.
So that's my thing. These people take the cop out. See, they want to play these games where I live. That's weird. These folks want to come to where I work at, where I do my pull-ups and on the bars. They don't want to talk to me when I'm out here getting busy in these streets and working fully operational. Awfully convenient. I'd call that scared, right? What's the matter? Scared? I'd call that fear. Because that's...
No, I'm not scared right now. Let's see just exactly what am I. I'm going to eat dinner when I get done here. I'm pleasantly high, hanging out with some friends, and there you are sneering into a phone at 2 o'clock in the morning because you have nothing to do, because you're scared to death to go to sleep. You just said yourself, this thing ain't safe. And in addition to beginning to look like a dick, I have thought for some time that his nose really looks like a prehistoric fish, like a coelacanth or something.
That's what it is. You understand? So like I said, that's what they do. They move in fear, and the Batman runs the world. You understand? I'll talk to you in a minute, man. Like I said, it's easy money, man. You got all them folks watching me, all them folks I went to high school with that never amounted to nothing. And Ernesto weighs like 30 pounds soaking wet, homie. And like I said, I mean, why?
Nobody knows who Ernesto is, so why even bring Ernesto up? I think it just shows what small level that you operate on in this world. And by golly, oh by gosh, oh by gee, we have one more screenshot for the collectors out there. I think I'm going to see this one on Discord really soon. Make sure you snap it up here because it's going to go away in 3, 2, 1.
Why do I laugh? I mean, because literally, I mean, I'm not even going to say it, bro. I mean, are you serious? Like, every time that Ernesto walks, this is all I see. Like a stick figure. Like, for real. Like, bro, are you serious? Like, the dudes that y'all want to prop up and say are someone, it's all a joke. Just like they put them all into, they funnel them all into these mayoral positions in Canada.
To show you what you missed, we're going to go back about 30 seconds and kabam.
Nothing. And Ernesto weighs like 30 pounds soaking wet, homie. And like I said, I mean, why do I laugh? I mean, because literally, I mean, I'm not even going to say it, bro. I mean, are you serious? Like, every time that Ernesto walks, this is all I see. Like a stick figure. Like, for real.
Oh my God, how will Ernesto ever get over the shame of that absolutely furious put down? Yeah, the what you're seeing right now, yeah, that reflects the inner intelligence, much like his last statement. Thank God we're almost done, but I'll have one more thing for you first.
Like, bro, are you serious? Like, the dudes that y'all want to prop up and say are someone, it's all a joke. Just like they put them all into, they funnel them all into these mayoral positions and candidate positions out here, and it's all a joke. No one takes the value seriously. Nobody takes any of it seriously. I'm telling you the truth. Quit getting mad at me and pretending when there's a whole world that backs me and agrees with me. Talk to them. Talk to the 8 million people instead of talking to me like I'm the only representative, bro. Like I'm coming from another kingdom or something. Like this is the world of Narnia. Like, come on, bro. like folks are sheltered in the valley and they need to get out more. You know what I mean? You need to see the world and quit complaining and whining and saying, oh yeah, I have it so hard and blah blah blah, like no, be real. That's all. You know what I mean? So yeah, other than that, it is what it is. I'm worldly. I speak for the whole world, and there's plenty of people. Everybody agree with me because it's the truth. All right, talk to you in a minute, man.
Easy money.
Oh boy, I'm glad you didn't see that. That would have been just frightening. And I'm not here to scare anybody at all. That was Batman is expanding his business here on Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. I have one more thing to show you before we say goodbye on this Saturday night. Oh boy, it's looking really ugly out there. I guess within the next hour or so, we're supposed to really get hit. So I'm hoping for the best around here. But before we leave, again, one more little thing that I have to show you. It's my latest short. I'm going to let this go for a few seconds. It's called You Know What They Say Is True. Actually, I'm going to run a couple of them here. Okay, let's start with July 10th, 2026.
I'm full. Those truckers were loaded. I'm full. Those truckers were loaded.
That is obviously not the video I wanted to show you. Let's try that again.
I'm full. Those truckers were loaded.
Indeed.
I'm full. Those truckers were loaded. I'm full. Those truckers were loaded.
That ain't paintball gunk.
I'm full. Those truckers were loaded.
We have that one. I'm very proud of this one, too.
I'm full. I have big biceps and I can't see. 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 I have big biceps and I can't see.
Indeed, that one's been very popular. It's had over 2,000 views since I released it yesterday, I believe. Thank you so much to everybody that took the time to view that ever so slightly. Just a little bit of utter stupidity. Oh boy. Indeed, that's all I've got for you for this Saturday Madness. As always, I'd like to thank everybody for spending at least some of your Saturday afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it may be with us here on Negative 43 TV. Programming note, I say every week I'm going to stream once or twice during the week, and the next time you see me is Saturday Madness. I probably ought to do it a little bit more. Lord knows he's giving everybody enough material through the week, so perhaps I will rear my balding head sometime this week. We'll just have to wait and see. Well, you know what I'm getting ready to say, so you may as well say it with me. It's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Richbartone, and until the next time, I'll talk to you. Well, that went well. Let's try it again.
Slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter's silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.